Milwaukee's 52nd Juneteenth parade and celebration on TMJ4. Join us as we honor the history, the stories, and the people behind the holiday. Presented by Northcott Neighborhood House and sponsored by Bader Philanthropies, Jammin' 98.3, and TMJ4. Now, here are your hosts, Steve Shamraz and Shannon Sims.
Milwaukee, welcome to our coverage of Milwaukee's 52nd annual Juneteenth parade and celebration. I am Shannon Sims.
I'm Steve Shamraz. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful Monday morning in Milwaukee. We're at the corner of King and Concordia. We are in the middle of what will very soon, Shannon, be a lively parade route.
Yeah, I mean, but it's happening. It's live right where we're at. Well, let's take a live look, though, at the start of the parade. That is near 12th and Atkinson. And as you can see, they are just getting ready to start with participants and performers at the step-off location. The theme of this year's celebration is I Am Juneteenth.
Now, the parade begins at 12th and Atkinson, eventually making its way to us here at King and Concordia. It ends at King and Locust. That is where at 11 o'clock the opening ceremony will begin. There are a lot of vendors on the route. There's a kid zone, a teen zone, and a veteran zone that's new this year.
Yes, and as the parade gets underway, Andrea Williams is live at the step-off at 12th and Atkinson.
All right, Andrea, what's the energy like at the starting line?
Okay, everyone. Hi, Shannon and Steve. As you can imagine, everyone out here is ready for a celebration. We are just about to kick things off. Behind me, you'll see Company F, 29th Infantry Regiment, which is a great representation of that Civil War history where African Americans were involved from Milwaukee County. And as you can imagine, the history of slavery in America for many people is traumatic and painful. But when you think of that day, June 19th, 1865, when those final slaves in Texas got the word that they were indeed free and that slavery had officially come to an end, well, there was shock and jubilee, which leads us to what we still celebrate today, known as Juneteenth. I had an opportunity to talk to several people who broke down that history and also found out how Milwaukee's celebration got underway.
Milwaukee community activist and historian, simply known as Teju, says for him, Juneteenth is one of the most important celebrations.
Juneteenth is a celebration that came because of the liberation of Galveston Island. On Galveston Island, even after the Civil War had basically ended, the South had surrendered, there were 250,000 of us still held captive. So on June 19th, the black Union troops, and it was black Union troops that went in to rout the Confederates, put them on boats, and to liberate the people who were there. And of course, the General Gordon came in later, and he read the Emancipation Proclamation to the people there.
General Order Number 3. The people of Texas are informed that in accordance with a proclamation from the Executive of the United States, all slaves are free.
The Emancipation Proclamation was signed by President Abraham Lincoln on January 1st, 1863. Word got to Galveston, Texas on June 19, 1865, 2.5 years later.
As a result, black ministers and other members of the community got together and they brought this tract of land and they called it Emancipation Park. So when they did that, they had a big celebration and they had cherry juice and barbecue.
Milwaukee's celebration started in 1971 and remains one of the largest and longest running in the country. Mac Weddle, who serves as President Emeritus for Milwaukee's Juneteenth Day celebration, played a major role. Following in the footsteps of Joseph Winston, he served as the president of Northcott Neighborhood House for over 40 years.
It started out of Northcott. And Northcott is a multi-purpose community center. Northcott was located on 3rd Street. And in 1971, one of the staff persons was visiting her grandparents in Georgia, and they were celebrating an event called June Day.
That staff person was Margaret Henningsen, known as Milwaukee's mother of Juneteenth.
Let's talk about your first exposure to Juneteenth and how it has influenced everything that's happening here in this city.
My first encounter wasn't actually an encounter. It was more of a conversation with my great-grandmother, Maggie Pettigrew, in Perry, Georgia. She talked a little bit about the Emancipation Proclamation, and she said, and some of us celebrate it. We don't celebrate it, to draw attention, but we celebrate the fact that we're free, and we fight every day to be free.
According to Margaret, in the 70s, families started to leave the neighborhood surrounding 3rd Street.
We had a brainstorming session and said, what could we do to make 3rd Street vital again and to get people to come back down here? And just like that, I said, why don't we have a Juneteenth Day celebration? And you could hear crickets in the room because nobody knew what I was talking about.
After doing some research, her friend and co-worker Jan Kemp helped her make it a reality, and the rest, as they say, is history.
The first one was pretty amazing. There were thousands of people.
Those posters, Miller Brewery, Budweiser, Beer Capital, they were major sponsors back in the day.
A lot of companies backed the cause, as well as a lot of community leaders.
Harry Kemp, Gwen Moore, Claiborne, Ben Johnson, he was all the person at that time, so he had to make sure that we'd be able to do all of this.
Well, since that was the first one, we played it by ear, and each demand was made. We just did whatever was required in order to get the job done.
The former 6th District Alderman preceded the legendary Vel Phillips, and although retired, continues to work to make Milwaukee a better place for all.
Once you had that first one done and you were here to witness it happen year after year after year, knowing that you played a critical role in being a part of that happening, how do you feel 52 years later?
Well, I feel a lot better about it now than then. We didn't realize how important it was then, because most people in Milwaukee had never heard of Juneteenth. And we introduced, with the first one, the concept of being informed.
On June 17, 2021, President Joe Biden signed the Juneteenth National Independence Day Act into law, establishing Juneteenth as a federal holiday. 96-year-old Opal Lee, a former teacher and activist known as the grandmother of Juneteenth, was a major player. She walked from her home in Fort Worth, Texas, to Washington, D.C. to call on lawmakers to make Juneteenth a national holiday.
Fort Smith, Denver, Middleton, I've been to Atlanta, Madison, Wisconsin, Milwaukee.
She made her way back to Milwaukee this past February.
There are so many things that still need to be done.
She's also written a children's book all about Juneteenth and wants it to be something all people celebrate.
Take the message that Juneteenth is a unifier. We need to be aware that so many different groups helped slaves to get free.
That notion drives home this year's theme, as Tony Kearney, president of the Juneteenth Day celebration, explains.
I am Juneteenth. It comes from I am somebody. I'm American. Juneteenth is an American holiday. So I am Juneteenth. I am America. That's where it comes from.
Langston Hughes, I too am America.
While Juneteenth celebrates African American freedom and achievement, it also encourages self-development and respect for all cultures. Respect and appreciation for all of our differences not only grows out of exposure, but working together. That is the spirit of Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
I am
am Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
Ako ay Juneteenth.
Yo soy Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
I'm Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
We are Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth. I am Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
Somos Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
I am Juneteenth.
Hi,
What's going on, Lil G?
Oh, wow. Such a powerful message. I am Juneteenth. We are all Juneteenth. And I am with two people who are committed to protecting and serving this community. And they happen to be co-grand marshals for this year's Juneteenth parade. Of course, we've got Milwaukee County Sheriff Danita Ball and Milwaukee Police Chief Jeffrey Norman. If I could ask you, Sheriff, what does Juneteenth mean to you?
Well, it's an opportunity for diverse communities to come together and celebrate and commemorate the freedom of the enslaved African Americans in 1865, but also as a reminder that our challenges are still here today.
Absolutely. We've got a long way to go, but we are making progress. And Police Chief, what does it mean for you to take part in the parade in this role as a Grand Marshal?
It's an honor having the history of working this as an officer back in the day, being able to now be at the front of the line and be able to be with my co-partner, co-marshal here, Sheriff Ball. This is truly a beautiful moment, beautiful day, so I'm really appreciative of having this, bestowed upon us.
Yes, well, we appreciate the both of you because you are always the front lines for this city and the county as a whole. So these, ladies and gentlemen, 52nd annual celebration. Back to you, Susan. Back to you, Shannon, Steve.
Happy Tuesday. Hey, that's okay. I'll be Susan for a few seconds. You know what? It's great to see both Danita, Sheriff
Ball.
Danita Ball and Chief Jeffrey Norman walking as co-marshals.
It was great to see them leading off this year's parade, and it was wonderful getting the reminder from Andrea Williams of why we are all gathered here this morning.
So Cassandra McShepard is one of many, I got to tell you, many of our TMJ4 staffers who are walking in this year's parade.
She is with the Storm Chaser. You don't seem to be moving yet, Cassandra, but everybody looks ready to go. How's it look?
It's looking great. We're about number 32 in the lineup, so we are here. There's a whole lot of parade to come, which only means that wherever you're sitting, you've got a lot to see. I am here with Running Rebels. I got Girl Scouts behind me, Running Rebels with me right here. This is Victor Barnett, founder and director of Running Rebels. Over 40 years,
43 years
of investing in the youth in this city.
Yes. Honored to be here. Part of Juneteenth Day, has been for probably 25, 30 years. We participated. I got grown people out here that were a part of Juneteenth Day as a kid, so we're just excited to be a part of the whole city coming together.
Again, oftentimes we focus so much on our young people, and I think a lot of people are kind of afraid also, but you have been on the ground now, again, for decades, really making a difference. How should we feel about our youth, and what should we be doing? What can we be doing?
I think the message is that all young people are not making mistakes. We have some that's making bad choices, but as you see these young people here, as well as young people that surround our city, we need to paint a different picture. That yes, young people are making mistakes, but what about those that are doing great things in our city?
Yeah. And how excited are you to be a part of the parade? You've been a part for many, many years.
Oh yeah, plus 25 years I've been walking in this parade, so every year I look forward to it and get a chance to come out here with young people to get them to experience something so special like Juneteenth Day. In 50 plus years, anything that lasts that long, that has to be special.
It is a good thing. All right, I want to again thank Victor Barnett, but all of you young people behind me, you want to say what you want to say? And there it is, you guys, Shannon and Steve. Again, here with Running Rebels. This parade is so vibrant. I can feel the energy, and we haven't even started to move yet. But for now, back to you.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see this parade move.
We can't wait to see it come by us right here at the corner of Concordia and Martin Luther King Drive. But it is making its way.
It's coming, and our coverage of the Juneteenth Day Parade will continue with the parade in motion after a break.
But first, let's hear a message about the impact of this Juneteenth celebration.
Hey Milwaukee, it's Dorsey Levins. Community, family, freedom. That's what Juneteenth is all about. A great Wisconsin tradition, just like Packers football. Happy Juneteenth, Milwaukee, and congratulations, Northcott Neighborhood House.
Hey Milwaukee, it's Antonio Freeman. Juneteenth is a holiday for all of us. It's a day to remember and appreciate how far we've come. Congratulations, Milwaukee and Northcott Neighborhood House.
You're watching Milwaukee's Juneteenth Day Parade and Celebration on TMJ4.
And welcome back. The Juneteenth celebration would not be possible without all the generous sponsors.
Yes, a big thank you to U.S. Bank, who donated $2,500 to Northcott Neighborhood House to help with the parade costs.
Now, the big attraction for people here gathered to watch this year's Juneteenth parade are all the amazing performers we are about to see.
Yes, you will be ready for a treat. Susan Kim talked with the judges of this year's parade. She's joining us live now with a look at what we can expect to see this morning. And Susan, I believe these performers are top-notch this year.
Yes, there are, and they're just starting to pass us. We're at Atkinson and Keefe, 5 corners. I'm going to step out of the way. As you can see, some of the floats and participants are starting to make their way to 5 corners and on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. And boy, we're seeing the fancy cars right now. And if we Andrew Huggins is my photojournalist. He's going to show us a little bit more of the parade, and you can see people lined up here, and everybody's having so much fun. Happy Juneteenth, everybody! Hey, I am going to talk to a special guest here who is at this year's Juneteenth Day Parade. She was Little Miss Juneteenth last year. Her name is Madison Donald. My new friend Madison Donald is here. And Madison, you were Miss Juneteenth last year, and you wanted to be out here this year to support everybody.
Yeah.
Why was that important to you?
So I could help support my brother and help improve and stuff.
And your brother is little Mr. Juneteenth this year.
Yeah.
How excited was he to be part of the celebrations today?
He was very excited and very happy to win.
Yeah, why was it important to you, and what was your reign like as Little Miss Juneteenth?
Because my ancestors fought very hard for me to be here today, and I think that it's important to share that with people.
That's awesome. I hope you have an amazing time. I saw you were taking pictures and you're here with your dad, and congratulations and enjoy the day.
Thank you.
Happy Juneteenth to you. So as you can see, there's a lot of energy, celebratory feelings, and people are just loving these beautiful fancy cars that are making their way down Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. We want to take you to the end of the parade now at Rose Park, where my colleague Charles Benson is to tell you about the action that's going on there. Hey, Charles.
Hey Susan, yeah, we're at King and Locust, and this is at the end of the parade route. But I want to show you what it looks like as you look south down King Street, and you can see just all the vendors that have already lined up. We're going to turn around. I'm working with Gideon here, the most famous guy for Juneteenth Day Parade, doing a great job. This is as we look then north on King. This is where we're waiting for the parade to start coming down, but you can see lots of people already here. Streets are lined with lots of vendors. It is a gorgeous day, so we expect a really big crowd. We've already spotted one celebrity. Come with me this way, Gideon, and you can see a celebrity right here, Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis has arrived. He is here. At least it looks like him. I'll send it back to you, Steve and Shannon.
That was a good one, Charles. That was a good one.
I need my glasses or something because I almost thought that was him for half a second.
Until you realized he wasn't moving.
Yeah.
Up next, the parade performers get underway.
We're going to be back with live coverage of the Juneteenth Day Parade. I promise performance is nowhere near as flat as Bobby Portis is, you saw right there, as the parade comes to base camp. Now as we go to break, some messages about what Juneteenth means to our community.
Let's all celebrate Juneteenth together. A great Wisconsin tradition, just like Brewers baseball. Hey Milwaukee, I'm Quentin Berry, the first base coach of the Milwaukee Brewers. From all of us at the Brewers, happy Juneteenth, Milwaukee.
What's up, Milwaukee? I'm Ozzie Timmons, the Brewers hitting coach. Congratulations, Milwaukee and Northcott Neighborhood House on America's longest running Juneteenth parade. From all of us at the Brewers, happy Juneteenth, Milwaukee.
I thought with everything going on, we could all use a little smile break. So this one is on Gruber Law Offices. You're welcome.
I look at it as people. It's my granddaughter and the future for her. It's that person who has sickle cell that maybe one day we can find something that's going to make them better.
At Gruber Law Offices, you pay us nothing until we win your case. It costs you nothing up front to get the results and compensation you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
TMJ4's broadcast of the Milwaukee Juneteenth Day Parade is underwritten by the following sponsors: U.S. Bank, the All of Us Research Program, and Gruber Law Offices. You're watching Milwaukee's Juneteenth Day Parade and celebration on TMJ4.
Welcome back to Milwaukee's Juneteenth Day Parade. A lot has happened in the last 2 minutes behind us and in front of us.
The parade has made its way to us here at the performance area. Company F of the 29th Infantry, as always, leading the way. Our Grand Marshals came by as well. And now we have the pageant winners coming by, as you see those two beautiful convertibles rolling on past. We've also been joined by a couple of pageant winners to our left and our right.
Yes, Frank Cumberbatch joining me on my left.
And this is Mac Weddle. Both of them are just integral parts of the history of Juneteenth in the city of Milwaukee.
I want to just say, Mac, it gets bigger and better, wouldn't you say, every year?
Yes. It's such a beautiful day, and it's our time. It's our day of Jubilee.
And Frank, Bader Philanthropies has been such a big part. That's the building behind us right here, an anchor here on Martin Luther King Drive. What's it mean to be part of this celebration yet again in Milwaukee?
It's why we're here. We're embedded here because we believe in this community. We believe in the people who call this place home. And we just want to be part of everything that's good and uplift everything that's not so good. So today's a good day. We'll only focus on the good.
And like you said it best, community. That's what this is all about, sharing the best of community and being community, right?
Absolutely.
Now, as all the pageant winners roll on by, tell us about the importance of the Mr. and Mrs. Juneteenth pageant. And this is new in the last couple of years, the Little Ms. and Little Mr. Tell us the importance of that to this celebration.
It's really important. You know, when we started out with the Miss Juneteenth pageant 31 years ago. We were meeting with one of the local radio stations to get their advertisement support, and one of the managers was telling us about an event that took place in Houston where they had the Miss Juneteenth pageant. So we liked the idea. We said, well, let's try that.
And what it does is it really gives youth an opportunity to display what they do and how they are a part of our community, right? Because the young become the old, and we learn from one another.
Absolutely.
Right.
It also shows that we send a message that children are an integral part of the future of the city, of the state, and of this country. We don't have to wait till they're grown They need to know that they're important.
Right. You know, they have to have at least a 2.5 grade point average. They have to write a 250-word theme as to what does Juneteenth mean to them.
Exactly.
And then there's Mr. Juneteenth, Little Mr. Juneteenth, Miss Juneteenth, Little Miss Juneteenth. And Miss Juneteenth, her court will receive like $25,000 in scholarships and funds.
And that's really what it's about.
Yes.
Making sure that education is important and that they're able to go further with their education with a little bit of money and recognition in the community.
Yes. Who wants to tell us about the car show we're looking at right now? As I have
There's
seen
some
probably,
bad
I have seen
Corvettes.
about 30 Corvettes roll by already, and we are just getting started.
Well, that's the Brew City Corvette Club, and they're the largest black Corvette club in the state of Wisconsin. And they volunteer and been a part of Juneteenth for many years.
They show up for this.
They show up
and show out.
Show out. They volunteer their time. They're involved in a lot of community events. Tom Moore is the president of the Brew City Corvette Club, and they've always been very supportive.
Do you see those suicide doors?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that the new style? Because I know they've put the engine in the rear of the mid or the rear of the Corvette now. I can't tell if that's a mod or if that's a new Corvette.
Well, these Corvettes are definitely tricked out.
Yeah, they are all looking really good this morning.
Take a look at who's in that Corvette. That is Congresswoman Gwen Moore.
All right.
Riding in style.
Absolutely.
Not a convertible, but when you flip those doors up and you get plenty of air flowing through as well.
And you see right there on your screen, if you're watching us live at home, there is Governor Tony Evers shaking hands with many of the people who have come out for this morning's Juneteenth parade.
I see some selfies and some ussies being taken out there. There's one of those new Corvettes with the engine in the back. You see that? They flipped it around. That is a hot-looking car right there.
Yes, yes. Wisconsin 46 governor. It's so wonderful to see him in Milwaukee, shaking hands and greeting the people.
Got a little lull there in the streets, but you know, when you think about Juneteenth and the importance of it and the recognition of it, Tony Evers isn't the first. We know that there has been a history of governors who have recognized this day as being important, going all the way back to even 30 years after slavery had ended in Delavan.
Right.
Who would have known that in Delavan, Wisconsin, you had the mayor and then you had Governor Phillips, I believe it was, who recognized and saw this as an opportunity to recognize.
Absolutely. We've had a strong history of mayors supporting this event. Mayor Meyer, way back in the day, Governor Doyle signed the legislation to make Juneteenth a state holiday. And then President Biden in June 17th, 2021, made it a federal holiday.
There are some big cities in this country who are celebrating Juneteenth this year for only the second time. It's only been a federal holiday for 2 years. We've been doing it for 5 decades in Milwaukee. How were you able to get this up and running so long ago in Milwaukee to be so far ahead of the curve?
Well, in the 70s, Northcott Neighborhood House is a multi-purpose community center that's a mission agency of the United Methodist Church. And Northcott was located on 3rd Street. And during that time, businesses were leaving the area, people were moving out of the neighborhood, and staff felt that some interest needed to come back to bring the life back into our area. And so one of the staff person, Margaret Rogers Peterson, was visiting her grandparents in Georgia. And they were celebrating an event called June Day. And it was in honor of the freeing of the slaves. So when she came back to work, they were at a staff meeting. She told staff of what had taken place in Georgia. They incorporated some of the ideas. So they started from Monarchy to North Avenue. First Juneteenth, like 2,000 people. And since then, it's just grown and grown and grown and grown.
And it keeps growing.
But Mac, you could say this city deservedly should be the one that to have that history, right?
Absolutely.
You think of the history of people leaving the South to come here for work, to escape Jim Crow. You think about the civil rights movement with folks like Val Phillips and others, right? This is, if there's any place that should have Juneteenth for that length of time, is Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Absolutely, Frank. You know, Juneteenth is a day to remember, to reflect, and to move forward. And that's exactly what we're doing.
And right now you're looking at one of the many lawmakers here. That was our Milwaukee County Executive, David Crawley, who became the first African American to be in that position here in the city of Milwaukee.
He's also a product of Northcott Neighborhood House too. He was one of my kids.
You claim him.
I'm claiming him.
Yeah, what a wonderful young man, and it's so great to see, African Americans in that kind of leadership in the city, and all of the non-scientific cues we're getting as he's doing such an excellent job, and we're very happy for him.
What do you make of the fact that we have in the city of Milwaukee right now an African-American sheriff, an African-American police chief, a county executive, and a mayor?
I think
that we've been able to get there.
Absolutely. What it says is these things take time. If the African-American people were a country, how old would we be? 50, 60 years? So it took a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of Mac Weddles in the city, just moving the community forward to this day where we have mayor, police chief, sheriff, county exec, and we're only getting started.
A live look right here as the parade continues to roll past us here at the corner of King and Concordia. It only set off about 30 minutes ago, and it is got a long way to go behind us.
But it's good to see all of these city and county services walking the parade, showing their support for this year's 52nd annual Juneteenth parade.
The common denominator, a broad smile.
Yeah,
look at those faces, right? And every person that rolls by or walks by is this big smile on their face in this wonderful June day in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
That looks to be one of those new electric buses that runs up and down Wisconsin Avenue on the rapid bus corridor. I'm glad they've diverted it for us so we can all get a good look at it. Senator Tammy Baldwin coming by as well right now.
Yes, I saw her in the crowd I think she's a few ahead, shaking hands. Oh, you hear the bus?
I do hear the bus back there.
Yes.
Hope no one's running after it. There's always another bus, folks.
And if you can believe it or not, we have a little bit of a traffic jam along the parade route right now.
That happens because, everybody knows everybody at this parade. And when an entrance slows down to say hello, it backs everybody up behind it. It's like a rubber band. It stretches and then it relaxes over and over again for about 2 hours.
I'm shocked that nobody yelled out, our esteemed guest here. He knows everybody in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Well, that's why we put him on the inside.
Who's driving the bus?
If we put Mac on the outside of this desk next to Shannon, everybody be walking up to him, pulling on his ear.
That's right.
So I'm being punished, Sean.
You're being controlled. Although they put you with me, I don't know if that's going to help.
There we go. There is Senator Tammy Baldwin walking amongst the many along the Juneteenth parade route.
Yes, awesome.
Mac, walk us through how the parade has evolved over the years. I mean, this is a long, organized parade now. How did it start in the beginning?
In the beginning, like I said, when we found out about what was taking place with June Day in Georgia, we decided that it would really be important to bring the parade to be a part of it. And I know when I first started out volunteering with Juneteenth Day, I was a student at UWM. And so I did my field placement at Northcott Neighborhood House. And at one point, I even coordinated the parade. I was in charge.
So you went from volunteer to executive director.
Right.
To president emeritus.
To president emeritus, right. But I started out, way back when, volunteering, got so involved in it, and it just became so important, especially after we learned the history. The Emancipation Proclamation, just to document, let slaves know they have been freed.
It's something about once right? The education of it. It empowered you to want to serve even more.
Yes, and that's why this is so important, that these young people know why we're here today, to know exactly what Juneteenth is all about.
And another reason why we should be proud and see why all these young people, the mayor of Milwaukee passing by again, becoming the first African-American mayor of the city of Milwaukee. And when you talk about those firsts, it's not just about being the first, but it's about making an impact.
Right. Absolutely. And again, just a guy born and raised here, went to Milwaukee Public Schools, got his education here, and rose to be mayor. And so he, again, another one worth celebrating, and is a beacon, an example for young people that public service is still important.
It's cool.
Right? Yeah. It is still cool.
And
it is still cool to run for office and lead the Constitution and lead this city and get us to the next level.
Mac, can Northcott claim the mayor as well?
Yes, I've been knowing the mayor since he was a little young boy, Well, before Northcott, I started out at the Boys Club.
That's
so I
right.
worked at the Boys Club for 9 years. And then I came to Northcott and worked for Northcott for 42 years.
Yeah, and it's true, Mac, because in those days,
We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we are going to talk more about the history and the impact of Milwaukee's Juneteenth parade.
We'll be back.
We are live, and I'm over here getting selfies.
That's right.
Well, welcome back to the Juneteenth parade. This is the 56th annual one here in Milwaukee.
We have celebrities just coming up on the stage right here.
Stay here, celeb.
Tell everyone who your friend is.
Number 86, the great Antonio Freeman.
Antonio Freeman joining us on stage right here.
I'm like, come on, let's take a picture.
And this is why the parade stops and starts so much, because people jumping out of their cars to come say hello.
Oh, look, they're looking for the driver.
We've lost the driver now, too?
Antonio, you about to get in trouble.
And, everybody seems to be up early and having a good time.
Return to your route.
I brought a sled.
So good to see you, though.
Good to see you guys.
All right, bro.
All right, watch your step.
Welcome back to live coverage of the 52nd annual Juneteenth parade right here on TMJ4. We've been underway for all of 40 minutes, and we are already losing control of the situation. I love it.
Look, what did I say? We are seeing a little bit of a traffic jam along the parade route, and it might be our fault because we asked him to come up here and take a selfie.
We did want a selfie with Antonio Freeman.
We did.
Who doesn't want a selfie with a Packer?
What a great turnout this has been this year. People were putting their chairs out before 7 o'clock this morning. As I was looking down Martin Luther King, the smoke rising from all the food trucks that are set up on both sides of the street. I mean, that is a sign.
If we had smell-o-vision, I
Right?
would share with our audience what we are smelling right here on Concordia and MLK. But I can tell you what I will be doing once I get off this
You're
stage.
taking a walk and getting lunch.
You said it. Look at this live look from above. You can see the skyline. You can see the parade in the city of Milwaukee. Today is a day of freedom. Today is a day of celebration. Today is a day that we are all Juneteenth.
All right, Antonio Freeman is back inside his ride. We're going to get him rolling again. Holding up the whole show right here. How about that?
So great to see him. Such a great friend, and he's such a great ambassador to this city.
And you know who also is another good ambassador to the city? You'll see right coming behind Mr. Friedman is Councilwoman Malele Coggs. This event is very dear to her heart as well because it's also in her district.
Yes, and not only that, Alderwoman Malele was the second Miss Juneteenth.
Yes!
Wow.
Talk about
that.
Jeopardy facts.
Right. And her daughter was the first Little Miss Juneteenth.
Oh.
And there she is right there.
Right.
Wave to the camera.
Now, we are in the dignitary portion of the parade right here, but there's a lot of performers coming as well. What are the traditional performers we see turn up in good numbers for this parade?
You'll see dancing. You'll be seeing tumbling. You'll be seeing some gospel, some jazz, some R&B.
The best of the best.
The best of the best. You're gonna see
a whole lot of live music.
The drill teams, the young ladies, drill teams, and it's a competition taking place today also.
That's right. And, over the last few years, there have been some floats.
Right.
And I think the floats are great because it brings out the creativity of the kids to try to show Juneteenth in some design and et cetera, and that's part of the competition as well.
Absolutely. And as we rode down Atkinson, we saw some floats that were being set up.
That's right.
And do people show up at the last minute, try and slot themselves in the parade? Is that still going on?
That's still going on.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, not only trying to slot themselves in the parade, they're trying to slot a booth on the street.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Just show
well,
up
they
and
were
try to
out
make
here
it happen.
pretty early, Frank. They were out here pretty early, about 5:30 or so. I saw a few food trucks setting up.
They were, and they were claiming their spot, their primo spot.
Look, back in the day, the night before. They would come and set. People have started setting up the night before.
Even almost like July 4th when you go down to the park, people would stake out their claim.
Yes.
Listen to that sound.
There's this one little girl. She's catching all the candy.
Oh, is she?
Yes.
Direct her to me.
See her right there. First one. Got the little
Shannon needs a snack.
Paisley
is what I'm picking
got
up
the
on
little
right
paisley
here.
shorts on.
Oh, yes.
And she hasn't dropped one yet. When they threw them, she's been catching them. Left hand, right hand.
What an absolutely beautiful morning this is.
We could not have asked for
on Martin Luther
anything
King Jr. Drive.
It's not too hot.
Not too
It's
hot, just a little
cold.
bit of haze. You know, making that sun a little easier to deal with. I like it when the wind picks up a little bit because then you get to smell that barbecue smoke in the air. Lets you know what's
So
coming
I guess
in a
I
couple
know what
hours.
you're.
I have a feeling you're not going to make it to 11 o'clock. You know, you're going to reach for some barbecue here.
Can we get
pretty soon.
DoorDash along this route?
You know what? I'll pick up my phone on the next commercial break and see what we can get delivered.
Yeah.
But it does smell great.
And again, some of our first-time council members with the city of Milwaukee are also joining the parade this year. Lamont Westerland.
That's right. The parade has always been very good to the elected officials. You know, it's a great opportunity for them to connect with the people. Many people do not know who their school board members are. They don't know who their local representative is. But when they see them today, there's a little connection that takes place, and that's a beautiful opportunity for them and for the community.
A great reminder of who we've entrusted with the power to make the decisions
That's right.
around here.
Big decisions.
And let them know how you feel about things.
and some people will let them know.
Some people certainly do.
Yes.
And as the morning goes, the crowds are getting bigger and thicker along the parade route.
Yes.
People are waking up.
That's right.
Right.
It is a Monday morning. I love last year how it was a gorgeous Sunday morning out here, Father's Day, we all gathered. But we celebrate Juneteenth not on the Sunday before, the weekend at. It is
on the day.
It is on the day. So we're out here Monday morning. This is now a federal holiday. It's a holiday of the city of Milwaukee. So everybody does not have an excuse. You come out and you celebrate Juneteenth on Juneteenth. Keep these guys away from the grill, please. The racing sausages are here. Why do they race?
Why do they race?
They race for taste.
Who told
I did
you
not
that?
know that.
Gary, if you're watching, that was for you.
They race for taste. So who has the best taste? Is it the Polish, the Italian, or the brat?
I don't know.
I'll take the brat.
You'll take a brat?
And an ear of corn right now.
Brat and an ear of corn. Yeah, that barbecue smoke is getting all of us right now. If we want a brat and an ear of corn at 9:45 in the morning.
Alderman Russell Stamper.
Russell Stamper's rolling on by, throwing candy to all the kids.
Alderman Stamper. Again,
you trying to get him to jump out of the car too?
one from a legacy, Russ Stamper Sr., judge, and again, the siblings coming down to understand the value of public service.
And there was another family, the Coggs family.
Oh,
we saw Spencer early in the parade.
No doubt about it.
Well, see, there, Elizabeth Coggs was the county supervisor, state supervisor. her mom, dad, were in politics, so family is just, tradition.
Absolutely.
Cecilia Gore from the Brewers Foundation.
Someone who's always giving to the community.
Oh,
seeing where the players can make an impact with their dollars.
No doubt.
And who doesn't? Who doesn't love the Brewers?
Oh, I love the Brewers.
How many of the sausages do we have here this morning? I'm seeing the Polish. I'm seeing the Italian. The Italian. Hey, how you doing?
What a brother. What a brother.
Good to see you.
Looks like the Brewers are representing this year.
Absolutely. And
Only 3 of the sausages, the 3 of the racing sausages represent a quorum. Could we have an official race if we needed to?
Mac, you might be able to answer this a little bit better than I could, but when did the professional teams get involved in really being part of Juneteenth, being part of the parade?
Well, the Bucks started in 1968.
Ooh.
I mean, that's when they formed. That's when they came into being.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say really from day one.
From the beginning.
If not much, a little.
Yeah.
And then as it's grown and matured over the years, there's been more involvement.
Yeah.
And as we talked about, and we're looking at all the elected black officials, now we're looking at black men and black women in high positions of authority with various sports organizations, corporations, businesses. And so that has helped us really grow.
It probably didn't hurt that a young man by the name of Lou Alcindor living off of on Capitol,
absolutely,
being part of the community, being a huge leader nationally.
Absolutely. Another thing too, I really want to compliment the Beta Foundation. To move into the heart of the city, right? And they really showed up. I mean, they have supported so many good things in our city. On Saturday I was at the Cage, Andre Lee Ellis. We work with young people, where they're learning all about gardening. The Beta Foundation has supported them really well. So I mean, kudos to the Beta Foundation.
Thank you, Frank. Your timing on this is almost perfect. As you say the words Lou Alcindor, what did we see pop up on our screen but Bango Buck?
Oh, really?
Bango's coming up behind us.
Bango is coming up. Absolutely.
Lou Alcindor, known later in life as
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, right? Again, very prominent in the civil rights movement, so it makes sense.
There's Bango and Pointer right there coming past us.
Oh, look at the drone.
Did we recognize any Milwaukee Bucks walking in the parade?
I haven't noticed any yet.
Or is the only Buck the Bango?
I think it's just the Bango and Pointer.
Yeah.
Well, that's great representation, nevertheless.
That's right.
I know last year we had Marquette University basketball team.
I believe they're here as well.
And I believe UWM basketball team also.
How do we feel about Shaka Smart sticking around through 2030?
Like that loving him.
What a great decision.
Great.
What a great coach. What a great human being. Shaka Smart, what he's done already in the short time he's been here, on and off the basketball court.
Yes.
Most definitely. But behind every great man is a great woman, and Maya Smart, his wife, is definitely one to not underestimate. She is doing great things in the avenue of literacy and childhood literacy, and teaching parents how to read to their kids to get the best out of them.
So important. So important.
I'm a little biased there.
No, I'm supporting you on that bias.
Absolutely.
She is really something.
And everybody
very
at home,
special.
We got Shannon to her first Marquette game this spring.
I know. Could you believe that? I've been here 10 years, and it took me 10 years to get to a Marquette game. But it was a good game.
It was a good game.
Marquette, you were just waiting for great basketball.
She was.
And Fiserv.
If there was a time to get into Marquette,
it would have been better being in Fiserv than being BMO.
You know what? I grew up going to Marquette games at the old Bradley Center, and it was state of the art at the time. But, man, I'm so lucky we have the Palace that is Fiserv to play in now. But, hey, that's not why we're here.
Look at these classic cars. Now, I'm not a big classic car person, but I know a good car when I see it. Matt, can you tell me what car that is?
It looks like a Rolls Royce. I'm not sure, but it is sharp.
Frank, you got any on
I
this
don't
one?
have a whole lot of knowledge about cars, but I know a good car when I hear it.
Yep.
Oh, when you hear it.
Oh, I mean, listen to the sound of that.
What a shot.
These engines, how they keep these cars going. You know, I don't know if you've ever been to Havana, Cuba.
I was thinking that same
thing. You go to Cuba and you see how they. I have no idea where they find parts for these things. Just
a lot of
just
those
as these guys
parts are
keeping
Mercedes
these things going, and it's just incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Just speaks to how we used to make cars.
That's
that
right.
if you took care of them the right way,
make them to last.
You could make them last forever.
Yeah.
The craftsmanship.
One call.
The
that's
care.
all.
It would not be a parade without some David Gruber action as well.
Oh, no.
And everyone is ready for
Everybody wants
whatever
a
they're
t-shirt.
throwing out. Yes. How long is this route? More than a mile?
More than more than a mile.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to get your steps in today?
You're going to get your steps in
12th
today.
and
You can
Atkinson
get
to
the
Locust and
right,
King. Yeah,
right.
that looks to be probably maybe a mile and a half.
But they're not feeling a thing. They're
No.
just happy.
Your feet are fine.
They have
You don't
no
feel your
idea
feet till
where
you get
they are.
home.
I was saying.
Exactly. It's when you get home. You know? It's a wonderful sight.
I just love seeing how this parade is so intergenerational. We see the young, we see the old, we see even dogs.
And you see the mixture of all the different cultures of people.
Yes.
Which is beautiful.
Yeah.
Which is great, again, goes back to the example and to the title of this year's parade, I Am Juneteenth. More and more of us are coming out and experiencing the culture.
But I think there's another layer here, though. I think they're just enjoying the humanity of each other. You know what I mean? Just to be with another human, just to say hello, and just to enjoy our differences. Let's just put it that way. We may look different, we might talk different, we might like different things, but
there's
today,
beauty in difference.
Yeah, isn't it?
Sameness,
that is America.
Sameness is boring.
I know. I mean, but it's so great. It's so great to see all these smiling people.
And the representation.
Yeah. You know, at the foundation, we live a thing called cultural intentionality. And that just means taking people as they are, what the culture they bring, the humanity that they bring. We just take them as they are and not try to convert people to what you are or whatever the case may be. And there's a lot of cultural intentionality going on out here on the streets today.
And even in the difference, we see the similarity.
And isn't that the truth? We have so much more in common than we give ourselves credit for.
Absolutely.
A couple of radio stations rolling by us here in the last couple of seconds here. Our friends
Hey,
over
that is Homer Blow.
Homer
there
Blow
with
in the house.
WNOV. More than just a DJ.
Right.
Yes.
So much more.
Been around for so long.
Happy birthday, Thelma Sias.
Yes, happy birthday, Thelma.
Messias, so good to see you.
Mac, tell us about the importance of WNOV as that radio voice in the African American community.
They're a staple. I mean, any information that we need to know about what's happening, different services, issues, WNOV, they'll let you know. Such as 98.3 also. They'll let you know. And it's really important that we have radio stations that help educate our community
Absolutely.
on the things that we really need to know about.
Oh, I think we're about to start getting some of our performers.
I'm ready for that. All right, before those performances begin, we're going to squeeze in a commercial break. Live coverage of the 52nd annual Milwaukee Juneteenth Parade will continue after this on TMJ4.
Right there.
Mac Weddle pointing out all the pretty girls around. Who's that standing over there you want to say hello to on television?
I want to say hello to Rhonda.
Hi, Rhonda.
Did you see how she lit up when you said her name?
Big old smile. as soon as Mac Weddle said
Well, when you get a
hello
shout
to
out
Rhonda.
from Mac, you know,
I'm telling
you
you.
feel special.
Welcome back, everybody. It's live coverage of Milwaukee's 52nd annual Juneteenth parade. I'm Steve Shamraz.
I'm Shannon Sims here with
Frank Cumberbatch.
And
the Mac Weddle.
The Mac Weddle.
Oh, the Mac Weddle.
He's official. And we're having a good time here, 1 hour or so in to this year's parade. And I'm going to say we're an hour in. We're not even a third of a way into the lineup
Right.
yet.
Oh,
I know.
no, not at all. But you know what? The performances are about to begin.
Oh, yes.
And this is a lot of the reason why people come out. To see the talent.
Well, we'll let the audience enjoy this piece of art here.
Let's find out who this group is here about to perform. The Issa Stampede.
That's who I think it is. The Issa Stampede.
Starting off soft, starting off slow.
How about this for a motto? We dance to cause a pretty ruckus.
A pretty ruckus.
A pretty ruckus. That's like good trouble.
Right?
Yeah, it's a stampede. That's what we said. Yeah.
And now walking behind it is a Stampede Dance Squad. Is the Urban League of Greater Milwaukee.
Good morning.
One of the oldest urban leagues in the nation.
Wow, take a look at that drone shot there. Showing us just some of the participants along with the many people who are lined up along Martin Luther King Drive today for the 52nd annual Juneteenth Day Parade here in Milwaukee.
As I look down the side streets,
it's one of the joys of the Juneteenth parade. There is an order, there is a list, but it's a very loosely adhered to list. So we're trying to figure out who is coming our way so we can tell everybody at home what they're watching. Some of them more obvious than others, like the Milwaukee County Sheriff group coming through here.
Here's the Running Rebels.
There we go.
yeah, Running Rebels, you know, Victor Barnett started out in Boys Club.
Yes.
Victor Barnett
They're
is
talking about a man of service and a heart of gold.
a heart of gold.
Along with his wife, I always want to make sure we give credit to the great women behind the great men.
That's right. But then again, a guy who sees the value of giving back to these young people, keeping them safe, showing them how to be valued to society.
And what they've produced in dividends
Oh,
to this
it's
community.
invaluable.
Who they've saved.
Invaluable. I mean, when you put two Running Rebels in the NBA, you've done something.
And tell
pretty
everyone
good.
at home who those two Running Rebels
You know,
are.
you had to ask me that, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
You know,
He said, I just know there's two.
Yes, I'll remember their name.
Jordan Poole.
Yes, Jordan
plays for
Poole.
Golden State.
Yes.
Well, two of them play for Golden
They both
State.
play for Golden State.
Jordan Poole
The other one's slipping me right now. I'll get it. But that's a great question.
Hey, do we recognize anybody in this group coming past us right here? These are our co-workers at TMJ4 News.
Yes.
And there goes Antonio Freeman. No, just kidding.
Passing out the candy. We've got producers. We've got on-air talent.
Hey, and I see Milwaukee Mark Cass from Milwaukee Business Journal walking as well.
But let's talk to Cassandra McShepard, who is in the parade,
in the parade.
walking, shaking, look, giving hugs.
Cassandra, hello.
Thank you. Hey.
Hi.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey.
I'm loving on the audience. You know what? There is so much love out here. I'm telling you, being born and raised in this city and not being at all unfamiliar with this route, I feel so much love. I love you too, baby. I love you too. There is so much appreciation. And one of the things that I'm loving to hear, how much they are enjoying TMJ4 and all of the work that we are doing to bring them not only this broadcast, but the type of broadcasting that we are doing. This is an absolutely wonderful thing. Oh, I'm losing my tribe. I'm gonna toss it back to you guys right now. But remember, we are Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. Hey.
Cassandra's got the roughest job of anybody here today. She is doing live television and walking backwards at the same time.
That's right.
Cassandra, the high degree of difficulty. We thank you for that. This is All of Us Research walking by right now.
Can you hear it?
Motivating all youth is
Well, you see
coming
right there
past.
on the screen. And Mac, you said it earlier. This is important for the youth.
This is really important. It gives them an opportunity to express themselves, to instill confidence within themselves, to see other young people that they have an opportunity to do what they're seeing Little Miss Juneteenth and Little Miss Juneteenth be a part of.
Or even to just get the experience of being in a parade, right? Some of them are riding in these fine cars. Others are being drawn by a horse.
Yes.
And this is, for many of them, their first time.
Yes.
A fine-looking horse right there.
Yes.
Our first horse of the day. Or did I miss it? Were there horses with
No, that's the first one we've seen today.
with Company F? Okay.
This is
I did not want to leave out a horse if one had already come past.
Now, going by as a group, motivating all youth, and again, it's so great to see people understanding that they have to create positive opportunities for young people. You know, we know the challenges facing our young people coming out of COVID. We hear about the mental health issues. We hear about issues of boredom, but along with it comes organizations to help them.
Well, the slingshots have arrived.
Slingshots and slushies.
Slingshots and slushies.
That's fun to say. I won't do it again.
That sounds like a good business.
This group, the slingshot right here, belongs to We Gon' Slide.
These things are so interesting. I don't know if you've seen these on the road,
I have
Steve.
seen them on the road. How can you not see them on the road?
I'm amazed at how fast they go.
Yeah.
There's not much to them.
No, and they've become more and more popular. So this whole crew, wait till you see them come through. Oh, they were on the slushies, but now the kids want candy.
Yeah, the kids want the candy.
So they're holding up the parade.
Absolutely.
We talk about opportunities for youth. We talk about candy as an opportunity for the youth out here today. Everybody wants that.
And talk about, there's a sound system on that. Are there some Harleys? Is that what I'm hearing? Yes.
Well, there are some motorcycles in there.
Take a look at these tricked out Harleys.
Wow.
Wow. Steve, would you go? Would you take a ride on that?
Ooh, boy, that one Harley's burning a little bit of oil. Again, this is We Gon' Slide.
We gon' fly?
Slide.
We gon' slide.
Slide.
And they rolling in deep.
Some of the paint jobs on these. We got a nice looking Milwaukee Bucks
custom
coming by right here.
Yeah, the creativity is off the charts on some of these things.
I'm trying to figure out, is it Juneteenth or Halloween? All the candy that's being passed out.
A parade is just an excuse to come home with a bag of candy.
Kids, just make sure you eat it in moderation and brush your teeth afterwards.
I don't know if the dentist is happy or sad.
You know, this parade is also like a family reunion. You see people going in the middle of the parade, hugging on friends and family.
Mac, how much family are you seeing out there today?
A lot, hundreds of family members out here today. You see the parents with their children, young kids.
Families, neighbors.
Neighbors,
the people who haven't seen their neighbor all year.
Right.
They'll see them today.
Yeah, you get to see old friends that you hadn't seen in years. I was talking to some friends earlier.
Hey, I see a state basketball trophy. Our runners-up is that Mount Calvary?
Division
Really?
3.
Mount Calvary Lutheran School, state runner-up in basketball. Congratulations and thanks for walking this year.
Okay.
Talk about the floats. Frank, look what's coming down.
Oh, wow.
That's looking pretty.
Yes, yes, yes. That will be tough to beat. I
The
love it,
competitive spirit is definitely here today.
Well, they took the time. They took the time to understand what Juneteenth is and put it into some creativity. Can't wait to see who that group is.
They'll be here in just a minute.
Oh, it's a dance troupe.
Oh, this is it's the Stampede again.
Oh, it's a Stampede.
I think somebody jumped the line.
I think so.
I think there's a little bit of line jump going on.
So let's go ahead and give it. It's a Stampede dance team.
Yes,
They're props.
Yes.
As you said, their motto is "We dance to cause a pretty ruckus."
We dance
Look
to
at
cause
those.
a ruckus.
Look at those beautiful little young ladies
I
and
get
young
it.
boys.
I understand it.
Man, it's wonderful.
No, did you see?
Beautiful.
No, you have to see the little one.
Yes.
She is giving me everything. It's not just one. It's not two. It's a whole crew.
Oh, they keep coming. I thought we were past Issa. No. They're just getting going.
Issa say, I got more for you.
And look at those sharp uniforms and outfits.
And a float. They're trying to take something home, Matt.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
They want the competition.
Right. They
They want the dance.
Yes.
They want the float.
They put a lot of hard work and heart into this.
I see a basketball team that won the Big East.
Are they coming?
Made it far into the NCAA tournament. Close behind.
Not far enough for my liking, Frank.
Right?
101.7 The Truth rolling past us as well. Right behind us, the Stampede.
Uh-oh. Somebody want to rock.
The wind blew your page.
Marquette basketball coming through, giving us a little dance moves.
Hot 105.7 providing the beats. The Marquette men's basketball team providing the moves.
You know, we were talking about Shaka Smart earlier, you know, how great it is to get Wisconsin owned. You know, born and raised here in Madison and come home to lead one of our great basketball programs.
And creating a fine group of young men as well.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. You set it down.
How you doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's good? TMJ, what's happening? Hey! Who said that? Damn! Oh, hey, you can't. Hey, this ain't what they do. Hey, let's go. Hey. Juneteenth 2023. Oh, look at that kid, girl. Hey, girl, 1.7. Hey, we got Marquette with us. Hot 105.7. Big East champs. What up? We got the Big East champs with us. Hey,
Oh, look at, wait, okay, Shaka. Can we get the camera back on Shaka Smart giving us some dance moves? I wasn't ready.
That's the man.
I can't wait to have that interview with Shaka.
Yeah, let's get him here.
No, let's pull him up here.
Hey!
Shaka!
Let's get the coach. Come here, coach.
Here he comes.
What's happening, boss?
I didn't know you had that
so
move.
good to see you. What a great moves.
This is the second crash of our
How are you enjoying Juneteenth? Tell us something about
here.
what Juneteenth means to you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, Shaka, I didn't know you had the move.
Welcome into the booth, Shaka.
Well, you know, we do a dance after every win, so usually it's the guys, but, you know, every once in a while I'll get involved.
Oh, you got a little hype.
Hey, it's just great. We're just so much enjoying being here. You know, usually our guys all come out to this, but a lot of times it's on the weekend when we're recruiting. So
Yeah.
I'm so happy it fell on a Monday so I could be here. Nothing better than being in the community here in Milwaukee.
What does Juneteenth mean to you?
It means a lot. That's a complicated answer. But just in short, you know, I think it's a celebration of our community. It's a celebration of how far we've come. I think it's also an acknowledgement of the progress that we need to continue to make. But let's make no mistake about it. You know, any points of pride that our black community has here in Milwaukee are positive, and we need more and more of those. And if at Marquette our basketball team can be a small part of that, then we're excited about that.
I want to thank you as an alum and as a fan and as a fellow citizen of this community that you're sticking around for a while. You decided to commit yourself to the program.
It's the place to be. There's nowhere else to be. I'm from Madison, so being close to, my mom and being back in the Midwest, this is a special place. There's a lot of great things that are happening here that need a bright light shined on them in this community. And, you know, hopefully we can do our small part to help with that.
Well, I'm going to get you a go-kart so you can meet up with the team.
Yeah,
Because I keep
they're
seeing
about
them
a block
looking
ahead
away.
of you
You're
right
going to
now.
have to run.
Thank you, guys.
Get your run in.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shaka. Marquette men's basketball coach Shaka Smart.
Impromptu interview.
Frank Cumberbatch can get anybody to come up on stage. I like the way we worked this year. We put Frank next to the street. Frank, you can get anybody to come up here,
That's
can't
my
you?
boy, man. I love that man. You know,
He was right on point.
He's absolutely, and he's such a great mentor for young people. To see him out there with young basketball teams and really sharing a positive message. Love Shaka Smart.
He knows a thing or two about shaping young people into good men.
Yes,
Absolutely.
most definitely. Well, we have a little lull here. It was a bit much for a few seconds.
That was a lot going on
It's
for a little bit. This is how this parade works. You get a lot in a little bit, and then you get to breathe.
Yeah, we were drinking out of a fire hose there for a couple minutes.
Who's got the towel?
Well, we just want to thank those who are at home watching us live for the 56th annual. 56. I'm already
52.
in the future. I'm already in the future. The 52nd annual Juneteenth Day Parade here in Milwaukee, one of the longest running ones in the nation. And we are here at a table with two of the best to be here with today to celebrate.
President Emeritus Mac Weddle.
And Frank Cumberbatch.
Epic Moves. Neffert is coming past us right now.
And again, let's talk about the creativity of these floats. I mean, we went all the way and did
It's a real float.
pergola in the colors of red, black, and green. And here come the kids showing their moves. You hear the drums?
I hear the drums.
It's the thing that binds us, right? We're all African.
Yes.
And what does that mean when you're African? That drum. That beat is in the core, whether it's reggae music, soca music from the lower Caribbean, jazz music, you name it. The beat, the drum is the spine up, is what makes us African.
And it's the heartbeat of humanity.
Absolutely. That, what you're hearing there, is what I was waiting for.
The Nefertari African Dance Company is what that is.
They've been around since 1968. You know, a lot of dance troupes have come and gone. Maybe the only other one I think it could be recognized with them, maybe Kothi is probably, but Nefertari has been around for a long, long time.
And whether it's a drum beat, a drum machine, or the live drums,
doesn't matter.
The beat keeps
the
going.
Beat. It's the one thing. Everything revolves around that beat.
Mac, as I look at the rundown for this parade, I mean, we're maybe 90 minutes into this. We're not even halfway through.
I was just about to say.
What was this parade like in the beginning that it's grown to this?
It's always been nice, but every year it's grown bigger and better and more participants, more floats. You know, in the past, you know, school is out this time of year, you know, so it's hard to get the schools, you know, to do the floats, but we're seeing more and more floats every year now being a part of this parade. But you know what, just getting the word out, people knowing the significance of what the celebration is all about, they want to be a part of it.
Yeah. But Mac, it's Monday.
Yes.
You know, it's Monday.
Right.
It's 10:20.
Yep, it's
on a Monday morning.
But it's Monday and it's a federal holiday.
Yeah.
Juneteenth is a national celebration holiday.
That's right, sir.
Monday doesn't mean anything when you've got a national holiday behind you, right?
Yeah.
Boys and Girls Club of Greater Milwaukee is here.
Oh, yes.
We are big fans of the Boys and Girls Club.
And I'm a product of the Boys and Girls Club. As a kid going to the Boys Club, working at the Boys Club, being Boy of the Year at the Boys Club.
You were Boy of the Year?
I was Boy of the Year. It used to be Boy of the Year. Now it's Youth of the Year.
Yes.
But I was the first Boy of the Year for the Boys Club way back in the 60s.
Who did you fool to make that happen, that you were Boy of the Year?
Well,
did you just have to be really good for 1 year? Is that what?
Just had to
like
be.
Mac, if you behave this year, we'll make you Boy of the Year.
You know, just to being involved in the Boys Club activities, you know. We had an organization called the Boosters Club that was made of African-American black professional men that had families that took time out with us. They took us camping, they took us skiing, they took us canoeing, they took us fishing. They mentored us before we even knew what the word mentoring meant.
Okay. Red Bike and Green. I love that name. Red Bike and Green.
Right.
You know?
And these are the bikes that don't make noise.
That's right.
We had those come through already.
Okay.
You know, the parade organizers, we really need to compliment. They've done a great, fantastic job. I believe this looks to be the largest that we've had. You know, I think.
Well, I mean, once you start seeing just how popular it is, you want to be a part of it, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is the third we've been a part of, the second in person.
Yeah.
That first one was the first year coming out of the pandemic, so it wasn't quite the same. But
it has grown each year.
I'm going to say that we have certainly grown every year, surpassing the last every time.
And look at the Boys and Girls Club coming down MLK Drive, representing.
Yeah, so wonderful to see that.
Oh, and they're going to dance for us, too.
I mean, just look at the love that's being displayed. Look at all the hugs and kisses and, you know, the people and greetings.
It's a family affair.
It's a family affair.
You know, you may think it's a small group of Boys and Girls Club, but the leadership of the National Boys and Girls Club is run by guys from right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You know, John Smith, who worked with Journal Sentinel, CEO. Chris Abley is board chair of the National Boys and Girls Club, right out of here from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Yeah. So again, you know, we produce a lot here. You know, we sometimes knock our city, but our city, you know, does a lot. Let's enjoy the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, this is the Graduation Plus Hype Squad.
Hey, Lynn. We have the director of Milwaukee Public Schools, Lynn Greb, right behind me.
Happy Juneteenth Day to you, too.
She's the director of Milwaukee
Good
Public
to see you, Lynn.
Recreation.
Good,
Lynn Greb.
Wonderful
good seeing
to
you,
see
Lynn. You're doing good. Love you.
Everybody knows Mac.
They do.
I think the Boys and Girls Club is waiting for their music.
They're waiting for the music to kick in.
They want to show us their moves.
Yeah. DJ seems to be having some technical difficulties.
I hope somebody remembered the aux cord. Remember those days? Your Bluetooth is ready to pair, everybody.
This is live.
These are real world problems, folks.
It was worth the wait. Okay.
Boys and Girls Club, they got it going on.
Well, if that doesn't hype you up, I don't know what will.
See, I would hurt something. Something on my body would start to hurt.
You just got to stretch, Frank. To see the smiles on these kids' faces as they accomplish these dance routines, it just does something to your heart.
Oh, it does.
And also to know that the Boys and Girls Club is there for them, making sure that they're
Still there
safe.
for them after all these years.
Exposing them to great opportunities.
Absolutely.
And you see this group is multicultural too.
Yes, that's the beauty of it. And the little man in the glasses, he's got it. You know?
He ain't missed a beat.
No.
Again, you're looking at the Graduation Plus Hype Squad.
They've been working on this routine a while.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, there's more.
We've really seen some good drill teams, but I'm really loving this Boys and Girls Club drill team.
Go ahead, get it, get it, get it.
Good day, good sir. How do you do? Look
Nice job, Graduation Plus Hype Squad.
I hope they did that in front of the judges.
I believe the judges are around here somewhere.
No,
If not, we're about to be the judges.
The judges are behind us, so they had to stop up there and do that probably earlier.
I hope they have the energy to make it down to Locust.
They have an encore.
Remember, we were young like that. We could go all day.
We have that energy.
I'm still young.
Shannon's been going since 2 in the morning.
That's because I had to do the morning
That's
show.
right.
Get clarification.
Not like that.
I do want that energy, though.
Yes, that's a lot of calories being burnt there.
Yeah.
Nice job,
That
Boys and Girls
was
Clubs.
awesome.
Thank you for
Wonderful,
that.
wonderful.
Well, if you want camera time, just unplug the aux cord.
That's right. Took a minute for Bluetooth to pair. Coming up next is Mentor Greater Milwaukee.
Here's an organization I love.
Yes.
Donnell Ramey has done an excellent job with this Mentor Greater Milwaukee.
Reaching young women and men.
Linnell, what's up?
You look good. You look good. Oh, and behind is the lady swagettes. I don't see the swag boys. Is
And
that
they're
their float?
recruiting, too. And there goes Brown Deer's president there,
Wanda Montgomery.
Where is she? Hello, Madam Manager. Good to see you.
Another float coming by.
So wonderful to see you. Thanks. Hey, good to see you.
Here's another great example about the floats that are in today's parade.
Putting the work in on a float.
Putting it in. And it's a float and a dance troupe. So we are in for a treat.
Oh, they want everything. They want the float prize and the dance
They say
prize.
go big or go home.
Exactly. We come to take it all.
So hopefully we are going to see these young men and women dance.
We'll get you their name here in just a second. This is Lady Swagger.
Swagettes.
Swagettes. That's what Lady Swagettes.
And apparently the theme for today is Candyland.
Wow.
Oh, I'm ready for it. Let's see what the Swagettes have for us.
Right behind the Swagettes. Oh, the Swagettes are performing, and we'll enjoy the Swagettes. Okay.
Table veterans.
They're coming up next. Yeah. We have a hard time rolling out of bed.
I love the creativity.
Next is the Disabled Vets, Milwaukee Chapter 19. So good to see our veterans participating.
And this year we have the Veteran Zone where people can get information, resources to help them out here along the parade route.
Right, and they're going to be on the hill right by Rose Park Senior Citizen Center.
Thank you.
Tell me how that evolved, that the veterans became such a part of this year. I mean, we've had the kids zone, the teen zone. Now we have the veteran zone.
Right, and the senior citizen zone this year also. So, and the organizing committee decided that we want to, start including everyone that's really important to us that maybe someone hadn't really thought about. And the veterans mean so much to us, and so we needed to give them their recognition. And so this year, thought about it last year, but it came into being this year.
And it's recognition, but it's also making sure they know the services that are available.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's what's going to be happening.
It's going back to the origins, right? I mean, those slaves were what, if not veterans? They're fighting in the war.
Right, there were over 240,000 black Union soldiers. Once they found out they had been emancipated, because word of mouth got there really, really slow. So they joined the Union Army. Over 240,000 blacks joined the Union Army.
Right. Going by another great mentoring group, Big Brothers, Big Sisters.
Talk about getting the community involved.
Oh.
You become the big brother, the big sister to one of these young people, and you're able to expose them and give them access to so much more than what they need.
Yeah, and it's one of those groups that were involved in equity long before that word was common. And, you'd see black men mentoring young white boys or Hispanic or the other way around, and it's a great example for what we should have become, which we are today. But what a great organization that is.
Another great example of the float/dance team coming up on us right now. This is the Vertical Essence Dance Company. Their motto: making dance more than a freedom of expression.
of them are so small, Steve. But they're still
they love to
participating. If they're
dance.
not,
That's
if
right.
they're not dancing, they're walking.
No, we were talking off the air about DNA a little bit this morning, you know, dance and the movement of the body. If it's not in our DNA, I don't know what is. You know? It's amazing how we know, nobody teaches us how to move. We just move.
Now this next group that's coming up.
Is the in-depth step team from Pius Catholic High School.
Right. They don't need music because they're making music with their feet and their hands. Going back to a tradition that goes way back, stepping.
Yes.
Their motto is, "In dance we step."
Again, it's important to point out stepping at Pius High School.
Right.
Can you imagine? You know, it just shows how far our country just keep moving forward.
I think we're about to get an example right here.
And again, they don't need music. The beat is in their feet.
They're making their own.
No, it's not. It's not easy at all.
Fast paced, then you also have to be coordinated.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
you still got to go home and do homework. You know, the English teacher doesn't say, well, you were stepping, so, you know, you got homework.
Right. There's still work to be done.
Yes.
Okay, we got some caddies and some Corvettes.
If you have a nice car, take it to the car wash on Sunday.
Right.
Drive it in the parade
Pay the
on
entrance
Monday.
fee. You too can be a part of the parade.
Is there an entrance fee?
I think so this year. Yeah, this year it was. I think this was the first time ever.
You know how you got a favorite child and you want to show off your child to people? You want to talk about how smart he is.
That's
how
car?
these fellas feel about their cars.
About their cars?
Or the slingshots or the motorcycles.
Yes. They got to bring it out.
I need more than one car then to have a favorite.
Wait till you see this one.
Rolling on some 22s coming up on us right here.
Oh, look at
you. Deucing some change, huh?
But what's the name of those rims, Steve?
I do not know.
Boy,
I hear that they're very, very special. Those are not just any kind of rims.
And you don't want to hit a Milwaukee pothole when you're rolling on those rims.
No.
That'll shake your soul.
Love that color.
I bet you'd give you a ride if you wanted one, Mac.
Yes.
Okay.
Wisconsin Voices.
In the white truck, Wisconsin Voices.
Wisconsin Voices.
Really great political advocacy group, and you know, fight for the rights of some of our farm workers, etc. It's great advocacy group.
Agency.
Yes.
Formerly known as the Wisconsin Civic Engagement Project.
Right, and they promote racial equity so that all citizens have equal opportunities.
They say their motto is your voice, your choice, our commitment.
Yeah, it's really grown. You know, I remember when Wisconsin Voices started, now it has more than 50 partners across the state.
And that truck older than me.
You said that truck's older than you?
That truck's older than me.
He's still going, though.
Still run. Looked good, too.
Okay.
There's some great vintage cars coming out, participating in this one.
Again, another advocacy group, Building Unity Wisconsin. On the democracy tour, they say.
There's a little bit of everything and everyone in this parade, Mac.
Yes, it is. I mean, It's just, like I said, it just has grown and grown and grown, and just the excitement. And look at all the people that's out early this morning. In a little while, this will be covered with a sea of nothing but people.
Mm-hmm. I've seen the video from years past. I've seen years past with my own eyes, and it's just heads as far as the eye can see.
Right.
And you know, we saw the young girls stepping from
Share
Pius
the
School
love.
earlier. We're about to start seeing some of those sororities.
Hello,
and
share the love.
Yes.
Yeah. The Delta Sigma sorority.
Yes, DST. Now we saw the younger girls. Now we're seeing some of the seasoned women show you how to step.
They're experienced.
I see a few people we may know.
One of our former colleagues, Vivian King, out there stepping.
I see Vivian.
We love Viv.
Yes.
Hey, Penny Pennebaker from the Y Dub. Yeah.
I said, you walking the whole way? Again, you're looking at Milwaukee's alumni chapter of Delta Sigma Theta.
That's the fire department.
I think I see a fire chief coming up on us here.
And talk about, he's coming in style.
Yes, Chief Lipsky.
You know what? The chief is all in.
He's really a good guy.
Yes,
and you know what?
Just an excellent guy.
And he can sing.
I see you. I see you,
He's
Chief.
driving his own truck.
He is just full of energy.
At Andre Lelis is the cage where teaching youth gardening.
Right next to the fire department.
Andre called him on Saturday, so he spoke to us.
Oh, the chief, Lipsky is the real deal.
But did you hear what he was playing as he was coming down?
Fire. Sorry to everybody at home for that.
And a number of the firefighters who make up our good men and women of the Milwaukee Fire
That's
Department.
right.
Oh, and here comes the trucks.
Awesome. Still with the fire department.
And now the portion of the parade where it's too loud for us to hear ourselves think.
And if I give the fire department a little plug, what a great opportunity, I think, for young people that they normally don't consider as a career. They have a young apprentice program. They can bring you up all the way through the fire department. Great benefits, great opportunity. It's such an opportunity, I think, a missed opportunity for some of our young people.
And what about the representation that we're seeing in the Milwaukee Fire Department here
in
today?
the leadership.
In the leadership, in the men and women who are a part of the team. These young people are seeing themselves
Exactly.
in those who are driving the paramedics' cars, those who are doing the engines. They're seeing what is possible.
Exactly. And I bet you some young person will say, wait a minute, that could be me.
I can do that.
Right? I could do that. And that's exactly what this is all about.
It reinforces the greater good in our
absolutely.
community and what is possible.
Feeding America.
Feeding America, doing so much good.
Absolutely.
I know we think about them during the holidays, during the Easter food drives, the Thanksgiving food drives, but they do good in our community every day of the year.
Now, we were talking about sports and the importance of it. This is the Beckham Little League.
This is I would say, the epitome of and sort of the poster child for some of the things we want to grow in our city. James Beckham closing in on 100.
Yes.
Still cuts the grass.
Absolutely. My grandsons played in this league, and they're still playing. They started when they were 6 years old. They're now 15 and 17, and they're still playing baseball.
And the motto, win or lose, I will always do my best. And they're playing every day, Monday through Friday, 6 o'clock in Beckham Park on West Brown Street.
Yes. Era Senior Center, a great senior center down here at Clinton Rose Park. Mm-hmm. You know, the seniors there are monitored by Eris.
And again, we have the senior zone this year.
Yeah.
Along the parade route.
I like seeing the Eris van because, transportation for some of our seniors is a major challenge. Just to go get the groceries, to go to that doctor's appointment. And so to use the Eris senior van, it's
Lisa K Catering.
Oh boy.
They started out, their kitchen was at Northcott Neighborhood House. And they were able to get grants and move out, winning awards, ceremonies, have their own facility now, Lisa K Catering.
She also does a camp for
kids. Yeah, and they do a culinary camp for kids. They did out of Northcott Neighborhood House. They were doing the camp.
The connections you have with so many community members is amazing, Matt.
Yeah,
and
Northwest Catholic School
has done over the years.
Hey.
Herzing University.
Hello, Herzing University.
The young lady in the middle, her daughter was at one time Miss Juneteenth. Her daughter. And her daughter's an attorney now.
I think we covered the spread, Mac. Can you think of any industry or any vertical that is not represented in this parade? I think we covered just about everything.
I think so too. Yes. Colleges, universities.
It's all here.
At schools.
High schools.
We haven't seen the daycares yet.
Well, that one float, they represented that too also.
One.
Right.
I see some purple coming our way.
Omegas?
The Omegas.
High-five.
The Alphas.
We can't say the word Omega here at TMJ4 without thinking of our old friend Michael Green, who passed away a couple of years ago. He was very active with the Omegas here.
And I was talking to a young lady that worked earlier when I was Shannon. When you walked up on me and I was sitting down,
yes,
she had worked with Michael Green, the lady that I was sitting next to, and she had mentioned Michael, and I said, "Who, Green?" I said, "Yes." Oh, he was a beautiful guy, good guy, very well connected to the community.
All right, we are going to step away for a quick commercial break here as the 52nd annual Milwaukee Juneteenth Parade continues. Our live coverage will be back right after this.
And
where is he?
And right here.
Welcome back to the coverage of Milwaukee's 52nd Juneteenth Day Parade.
We're just getting started here. We're 2 hours in, and there is still more than half of the parade left to go. I was telling our friends, Frank and Mac here, who went to commercial break, the lineup, the schedule is merely a suggestion.
Yeah, it's a suggestion. You know why? Because somebody called somebody an hour ago and said, "Hey, there's a parade." And they said, "Well, hold on, I'm coming."
Not to mention that it's also Monday.
Yeah.
It's a holiday for many and most.
Yeah,
why not?
Why not?
Absolutely,
why not?
right.
There's a parade, so I'm going to jump in.
And the party's at the other end of this parade route, so why not jump in it on the way to the party?
That's right.
And so now you're taking a live look at the AKA's Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. These women are about sisterhood and service.
I love the fact that they're all sort of together. You know, so we see the variety of fraternities and sororities we have in the community.
Oh, the Alphas passed us, so we...
A look overhead, you see the parade moving down the center of the street and the people lining both sides of Martin Luther King Drive.
There you go. Those are the Alpha Phi Alpha men, black and gold.
Right. Yes, Epsilon Kappa Omega. Slowly making their way down.
Did Andre Williams run back to this group?
I'm seeing all my girlfriends. And that's what this is all about. You see your friends, you see your family members, and if they're not friends or family, they will be by the end of the afternoon.
Right, and you see people you hadn't seen in years. Already today, I've seen people I hadn't seen in years. This is a coming together celebration.
None better.
Yes.
There is none better. Kappa Alpha Psi?
No, this is Kappa Alpha. This is Alpha Kappa Alpha.
Oh.
Oh, on the screen.
That's Kappa Alpha Psi right there coming at us.
Oh, on the screen.
Now we have the smooth men, as you said it earlier.
Right, they're walking so cool, aren't they?
The Noops. Oh, you'll see what I'm talking about. Do they have the canes, Mac?
Yes, and the future nukes on the back of the truck.
Tell me about the canes. Is that just to make the walk a little more smooth?
Yes.
Yes. Anybody knows if you've been to an HBCU, the Kappas do it smooth.
They do it, and they're smooth. And really community-oriented.
All of these sororities and fraternities are very community-oriented.
They
There's
really
the canes.
Yes.
You see it? They're so cold you gotta stop. Just watch.
Yes.
Look, they so cool, I don't care how hot it is. When they walk down the street, the wind don't blow.
At the far end of the parade route is where the festivities are going to get underway here in a little bit. It's coming up on 11 o'clock right now in Milwaukee. Good morning, everybody. You're watching live coverage of the 52nd annual Juneteenth parade right here in TMJ4. The opening ceremonies for the Juneteenth celebration scheduled to start right at 11 o'clock. We'll be bringing that to you live as well when it gets underway.
Most definitely. But Mac, I just want to ask you again, when you see how this parade has grown over the years in your time with Northcott Neighborhood House, how does it make you feel?
It just brings joy to my house, my heart. I am so happy. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I'm kind of forgetting that I'm supposed to be helping with the parade, you know. I mean,
No, you're helping plenty.
Right, you know, but it's just wonderful, you know, with all the negative things that we experience in our community, you know. This is how this city can be, and I think at some point will be. You know, and you just see it. I mean, just look at the love. I mean, and as we talked earlier, just look at the different cultural people that are here today just in fellowship and unity with one another. I mean, it's fantastic.
Mac, I know we have a long way to go, but we have to give the city some credit.
Yes.
We've come a long way.
Yes.
You know, we really do. We've only had 4 mayors in the last 60 years.
Right.
You know, but with that said, this city has come a long way.
Yes.
We've healed some division that many thought will never be healed, but we're not done. We have a long, long way to go to create opportunity for all. But I tell you what, I'm very bullish in our city.
I am too. I believe in all of that.
And what an inspiration a day like this is for so many people.
Absolutely.
You know, and another thing with the sororities and fraternities for young people, these were college students and are college students.
Correct.
The importance of sororities and fraternities is that they attended or graduated from major colleges and universities.
And it's a lifelong relationship.
It is a lifelong relationship for many of these people.
Well, that's great to hear.
Well,
Shannon's got fans all over.
We hear you respond to that one.
Okay, Shannon.
It is a family affair out here.
Is this Delta Sigma Rho?
This is Sigma Gamma Rose.
Sigma Gamma Rose. And Gates Family Daycare. There you go, Matt.
There's our daycare.
See, we knew we'd have a daycare represented.
Just a matter of time.
It's just a matter of time. Hey, anybody wants to take a stab at how many people have gone by here in the last? Well, we're closing in on 2. It's got to be a few thousand. I mean, in double digits.
Participants and groups.
Yes.
At least 1,000.
Oh, many thousands. I would say 10,000. Really?
You know, we've
been doing this since 9 o'clock.
Right. But you know, we can't see down there. But right now, that from Burleigh down is so congested because they work their way up, right? You know, so I mean, you'd be surprised at how many people are down there. The crowd, you probably can hardly get through.
Mac, you ask and you shall receive. As our drone is overhead right now, let us pull out and look south at that congestion at the sea. As the further you get, the more packed it gets.
The more packed it gets.
Yes, and when we go to the opening ceremonies, we'll really get a good view of how many people are down here.
I mean, just the happiness, you know, just the thrill of people being out and enjoying themselves.
Hope Lutheran Church.
Now that church, the pastor of that church is Dennis Herman, and he's driving the truck, and he's on 35th and Highland. And Dennis was one of my kids that lived right around the corner from me on 10th and Locust way back in the day, and one of my kids at the Boys Club coming up.
Wow.
And that's the pastor of Hope Lutheran Church, Dennis Herman, Reverend Dennis Herman.
Milwaukee's Teachers Education
Association, that's the teachers union.
Teachers are vital to our community.
Absolutely.
Who's this drum line? Yes.
Team Teal. Hey, Sammy.
All right, that's the sounds of Team Teal. We're going to leave you with this as we take a quick break. This is the 52nd annual Juneteenth Parade on TMJ4. We'll be back after this.
Hey,
there's the congestion you spoke about.
Welcome
back. Jinx.
Buy me a Coke. Or a Red Pop on a day like this.
Yes, you got to have some Red Crush. Strawberry.
What? Is it strawberry or is it the I thought the flavor was just red.
Strawberry.
When I grew up, it was just red.
Well, that could be strawberry. That could Tahitian treat.
Strawberry.
All right. Strawberry is the consensus here. Welcome back, everybody. We're getting back to the 52nd annual Juneteenth Parade in the city of Milwaukee. I am Steve Shamraz. She is Shannon Sims. They are Mac Weddle and Frank Cumberbatch. And we are all trying to keep a handle on the 52nd annual Juneteenth Parade. 2 hours into it, and we still probably about have half of it to go.
So many floats.
So many entrances.
So many dance troupes. So many people participating in this wonderful family day event.
It's just beautiful. Just the sight.
You're almost speechless,
Yes,
Mac.
the sight, just looking at all the love and camaraderie that's taking place.
You did this.
That's correct.
This is what it is today because of what you did decades ago.
God has blessed us. It's been good. It's been good.
Yeah. And again, that's what young people need to know. I know I keep beating that drum, but these things take steady hands. You don't happen in the first go-around.
And when you talk about steady hands, Tony Kearney, who took the reins from you, Mac Weddle, is at the podium right now for opening ceremonies where you can see, as you spoke earlier, that's where it's at.
That's where it's at.
What we're going to do, so we can bring you the opening ceremony and the parade at the same time, you're going to get a little split screen action here on your TVs at home. Let's listen in. Andrea Williams is the mistress of ceremonies this morning.
Can we please give it up for Mr. Tony Kearney, who is the executive director of Northcott Neighborhood House, which has been behind this outstanding Milwaukee celebration for 52 years. That's something to be proud of. It is my pleasure to be the host of these opening ceremonies. Again, I am from TMJ4 News, and we are broadcasting live for the entire city to see. Indeed, this is a celebration. When we look at the history of Juneteenth and what it represents, you can see when you walk up King Drive, there is a sense of pride, and that is what this is all about, a celebration of freedom. What I'd like to do before we begin with today's ceremony, we have our libation, which we know, protocol, that comes before anything else. I'd like to bring the executive director from the Wisconsin Black Historical Society, Mr. Claiborne Benson, to do that.
Thank you very much, everybody. Good to see you all, and it's a great honor to be here to do libation. I wanted to say to you, we asked a question at our dinner the other night was freedom free, freedom costs. And those brothers and sisters in the 150 years ago realized how important freedom was, and so that they stepped out and they 54th from Massachusetts. Wisconsin had the 29th F Company. We had 550 soldiers who said, if it's going to be free, we have to fight for freedom. And they realized it was skin in the game. We all have to have skin in the game. Where is your skin in the game? Are you voting? Are you getting an education? Skin in the game is all of us have to have a vested interest in making that change, because it could be reversed. And so as I give this libation to you, remember, we all have to fight for freedom every day. It is not guaranteed, and it's not going to happen just because we say we're entitled to be free. From the motherland, the cradle of civilization, Ashe. And you can say that with me if you would, please. From the ancestors with their indomitable spirit that provides all things for us, I say Ashe. For the elder who provides much for us, I say Ashe. For the youth who represents the promise for tomorrow, I say Ashe. For the people, the original people, our African people, I say Ashe.
for for our struggle and remembrance of those who have struggled on our behalf, I say ashe. For Umoja, the word unity sticks in with all of us. For our struggles, whether we agree or don't agree, I say ashe. And for the Creator, He provides all things for us, great and small, I say ashe. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Claiborne Benson, again with the Wisconsin Black Historical Society, and he is an outstanding historian that can tell you about anything that has happened in the city and across the state and a whole lot more. And may I please add that he was a photojournalist with TMJ4 for 39 years before retiring. So it's always good to see you. We'll now bring up Mr. Lamar Franklin for opening remarks. He represents the Northcott Neighborhood House Board as president. Lamar?
Good morning, everyone. Like I said, I'm Lamar Franklin, president of the board of Northcott Neighborhood House. And on behalf of the board, I'd like to welcome everybody. Have a safe and peaceful day. Northcott has been instrumental in having one of the longest running Juneteenth celebrations in the country. I had the privilege to be a part of the celebration for 51 years before becoming involved with Juneteenth Day. And I was an avid supporter for 51 years. On behalf of Northcott Neighborhood House, Board of Directors, staff, have a safe and peaceful day. Enjoy, support the vendors, and have fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Lamar. And Lamar, of course, is a veteran. He's got on his Vietnam vet hat, and that reminds us today we do have several zones throughout the festivities. There is the veteran zone, the kids zone, the senior zone, and the teen zone. Something for everyone, for sure. And of course, today's parade was broadcasted live as it continues on by TMJ4. Very proud to have done this for many years, and each and every year there are grand marshals, and I'd like to introduce you to this year's. They both are dedicated to protecting and serving Milwaukee County as well as the city of Milwaukee. I'd like to bring up Milwaukee County Sheriff Danita Ball, as well as Milwaukee Police Chief Jeffrey Norman, your co-grand marshals this year.
Thank you. Just want to say thank you for this opportunity to be co-grand marshal with Chief Jeff Norman. It was really an honor, and I'm just happy to be here to celebrate and commemorate this day. We know this is the day, or Juneteenth represents the day that enslaved African Americans realized their freedom. And so as we are here celebrating, let us realize that freedom is not free and that we still have work to do. But I am so happy to be your co-grand marshal, so thank you.
Good morning, family. Good morning, family. Thank you so much. Before I even start, let's acknowledge these young people before me. Sitting here in a moment when we all talking about what's going wrong in our community, this is a prime example of the beauty that we have within our community. On behalf of the Milwaukee Police Department, on behalf of the noble men and women of the Milwaukee Police Department, I'd like to thank Northcott Neighborhood House for allowing us to be a partner with this celebration. This is a momentous celebration, but as we all say, there's a reason for the event. Understand, as was said earlier today with the pastor, blood, sweat, and tears was shed for us to have this. So as we enjoy each other, enjoy this moment, understand why this moment. And I love and appreciate Director Tony and also Executive Director Tony and also Director Elizabeth for allowing myself to be with Miss Sheriff Ball here to be a part of this as Grand Marshals, being chosen for this honorable event, because it's important for us to show support to our community because we are the community. So continue to have fun, eat lots of food, go and share money with the vendors there, appreciate the love, and make sure that you have a good time, and let's all be safe. Thank you, family.
Thank you both for all that you do. And as we continue on, he did mention Elizabeth Coggs. Is she in the house? We're going to bring up Elizabeth Coggs along with Tony Kearney. Elizabeth is the Juneteenth director, and Milwaukee has been so proud for so many years to have the longest running, one of the longest running, and the oldest celebrations of Juneteenth. Give yourselves a hand. That is definitely something to be proud of. Tony, if you would come forward, they have a special presentation.
What about calling up? Which presentation? Oh, Dan. Mr. Bader. Go ahead. Here. Miss Andrew.
All right, we'll do that in just a second. Thank you, Tony. Recently, the Juneteenth Freedom Ball was held at the Milwaukee County Zoo. The event actually helps raise scholarship dollars for young people competing in the Mr. and Miss Juneteenth pageant. Here to introduce the 2023 court is my friend LaTanya Lucas, who serves as the director of the Juneteenth Scholarship Pageant, and she's also a great example of what it means to give back. She does it all voluntarily, and she's done a beautiful job with these young people. Please give it up.
How you guys doing? Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
So I'm limping, so I'm not going to get on the stage, but it has been my pleasure to serve as the pageant director for over 2 decades. And so what I'm going to do is allow the young people to introduce themselves, because you guys want to hear from them today, right? So I'm going to let them introduce themselves to you, starting with Miss Juneteenth 2023.
Hi everyone, happy Juneteenth Day. My name is Adobe Namuchi. I'm Miss Juneteenth 2023. My hobbies include dancing, student government, and medical interning at the Medical College of Wisconsin. I am a recent graduate of the amazing Rufus King International Baccalaureate High School. And in the fall, I plan on attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison, majoring in global health on the pre-med track. My goal is to either be a psychiatrist or a neurosurgeon and further promote health equity and promotion in the city of Milwaukee, and I'm so glad to be here. Thank you.
My name is Gianna Cooks, and I am this year's Miss Juneteenth first runner-up.
Hello, my name is Gabrielle McKenzie, and I am this year's Miss Juneteenth second runner-up.
Hello, my name is Trooper Owens, and I am this year's Miss Juneteenth third runner-up.
And due to time, and I just have them kind of speed it up just a little bit.
Hello, my name is Brianna Duke Clemens. I am 10 years old. I am in 4th grade at County Line Elementary School. Some of my hobbies include dancing, arts and crafts, and gymnastics, and I want to be an orthodontist when I grow up. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Daniel McKenzie, and I placed first runner-up this year. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Zuri Green, and I place Little Miss Juneteenth second runner-up.
Hello, my name is Tanaya Pierfoy, and I am this year's Little Miss Juneteenth third runner-up.
Hello, my name is Mason Donald. I'm this year Mr. Juneteenth Junior Day. Hello, my name is Kimon Thomas, and I am this year's first runner-up. of Juneteenth Day Jr.
So this is our 2023 Juneteenth Day Court, and what you guys need to do is just continue to support the young people. We do this every year, and the young people just don't get enough support. So we want you to continue to support these young people. Come to Northcott Neighborhood House. There's something for them to do all the time. There's volunteer activities, but just support the young people.
Thank you, LaTanya. And now on to one of our major sponsors. In fact, they are sponsor of the decade, Bader Philanthropies. They are proudly housed on King Drive, and they're dedicated to improving the quality of lives in Milwaukee's diverse communities. Please help me welcome President and CEO of Bader Philanthropies, Mr. Daniel Bader.
Thank you, and happy Juneteenth Day to everybody. And I want to give my personal congratulations to the court this year. Amazing. Thank you, young folks, for everything that you do and being brave here today, being part of this. I'm just honored to be here to celebrate freedom. It's a big deal. The foundation has the great honor of funding projects all over the world. And so we get to see oppression and we get to see freedom. And we like freedom a lot better. So this is a big celebration of that, and in honor of that, I'm presenting to you, Tony, this year's check for $170,000 to the Northcott Neighborhood House in support of this festival and other activities.
Now you guys know why Dan moved to the Harambe neighborhood, right? So, 10 years, he's been funding us at a super level. He's actually been funding us for over 20. So thank you very much, Dan.
We are very honored to be part of this neighborhood and honored to be part of this community. Thank you.
Thank you so much for all that you do. We're going to take a quick break for TMJ4, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the opening ceremonies of Juneteenth 2023. This is the 52nd annual Juneteenth celebration in Milwaukee, and we are so happy to have all of these important people sitting behind me. There are a number of dignitaries and elected officials, and I'd like to introduce you to a woman who doesn't take making history lightly. She really did set the tone for all the women out there who to see that they can in fact do and be anything that they dream of being. I'm talking about Senator Tammy Baldwin. Not only is she the state's first female member of Congress, with this being Pride Month, it's important for me to note that she's the first openly gay member elected to the U.S. Senate. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and thank you for that warm welcome. Good morning, everybody. I am so pleased to be here, and I want to give a special congratulations to all of the honorees for Juneteenth, and especially Miss Juneteenth and Mr. Juneteenth Juniors. Thank you for and congratulations. Thank you for all your work. I also want to give special thanks to Mr. MacArthur Weddle, not only for his long-standing work at Northcott, but also for his critical role in ensuring the Juneteenth celebration has been alive and well in Milwaukee for decades, as you've heard. It's because of him that Milwaukee has one of the longest-running Juneteenth celebrations in the country. So thank you. This weekend, we observe Juneteenth Independence Day, a day when the news of freedom reached the enslaved in Texas, 2.5 years after President Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation. The Emancipation Proclamation captured much of the very American idea of freedom. It was a step towards reaffirming that regardless of who you are, where you live, your race, ethnicity, religion, sexual orientation, or identity, that you deserve to be treated equally and have the right to live freely. This holiday is now celebrated throughout Wisconsin and across our country as a time of jubilation and joy, but also sorrow and remembrance and reflection. I was so proud to sponsor the legislation that made Juneteenth a federal holiday in 2021. Because it's an important opportunity to learn more about our past and understand the experiences and struggles that have shaped our country. Today is an opportunity to reflect on the historical significance of slavery and acknowledge its deep and lasting impact on our nation. We cannot turn away from history despite recent efforts to do just that. We cannot ban books that talk about our history. We cannot ban our children from learning it. And we must learn from our past, because only as one nation united can we work towards healing. On June 19th, 1865, that did not mark an end to our work to deliver on the promise of equality. It marked the beginning in the ongoing march to ensuring that equality and equity reaches every person in every part of our country. Although we've made tremendous progress, we cannot mistake progress for victory. This march for full equality continues, and we are guided by the uniquely American idea to always be working towards a more perfect union. Today, we join together inspired by the giants whose shoulders we stand on, and we recommit ourselves to pass on to the next generation an America that is more equal, not less. Thank you for having me today, and happy Juneteenth, Milwaukee.
Thank you so much, Senator. And that leads us to another young lady who is continuing to break glass ceilings for women. You know I'm talking about you, Congresswoman Gwen Moore, the first African-American elected to Congress from Wisconsin.
Freedom! Well, I agree with our brother here that freedom ain't free. It's something we have to work for. In these times, as you've heard our senator say, we are fighting for our culture to not be obliterated with claims that critical race theory and diversity, equity, and inclusion are somehow bad words. We are told that we should not be woke. What's the opposite of being woke, y'all? Being sleep. This ain't time to sleep. I want y'all to walk up and down these streets, eat corn, chicken, whatever they got. I want you to support these vendors. And after that, I want you to remember that what these young people, there's a reason for this pageant, is because every generation of our people are going to have to struggle for freedom. There's so many things that at age 72 I thought we had won, that we had been victor over, that are now brewing up. Every generation, Miss Juneteenth, needs to understand that getting an education is something they can't take from you. Remember, Frederick Douglass became a danger when he learned how to read. Let's use the weapons of our ability to learn and to teach our kids and the strength of our culture to get us through. That's right, because everything is at peril, especially our voting rights. So every time it's time to vote, we need y'all to be out there at those polls. We love all of y'all. This is a day of jubilation. This is a day to celebrate our freedom. And the rest of it, we got to work hard to keep. Thank you so very, very much.
Thank you so much. Give it up again for Congresswoman Gwen Moore. And that leads us right to our 46th governor of the great state of Wisconsin, Governor Tony Evers.
Thank you. Hello, 52nd Juneteenth. How about that? What a great day to be in Milwaukee. The weather's great. People are excited. And Juneteenth is always a really important day to celebrate things that we've accomplished and, frankly, to remember all the things that we have yet to do. And it's seemingly more difficult every single day. But that said, we're going to fight and continue to fight. We began that actually Friday with our Black Caucus from the Assembly and the Senate and raising the flag at the state capitol. I just want to thank them personally for their great work every day, but also helping us get that going. Yes, here we are. Also, I also want to talk about the Northcott. You know, every year for 52 years, I do believe that they've been doing this. And you think about Northcott, and you think about how they help people with food that need more food, that need jobs, you name it. Northcott has always stepped to the plate, and they've stepped to the plate through this event also. So Tony, I want to thank you personally for your great work, and on behalf of the state of Wisconsin, I have a proclamation here that's I won't go through all the whereases because we got a lot of things to talk about today. But that said, now therefore I, Tony Evers, Governor of the state of Wisconsin, do hereby proclaim June 19th, 2023 as Juneteenth throughout the state of Wisconsin. I commend this observance to all our state's people. Thank you so much, Tony. Thank you. Here we go. Wow.
Okay, we want one vote for every picture.
Thank you very much, Governor Evers. And now I'd like to bring to the stage your 46th Lieutenant Governor of Wisconsin, Sarah Rodriguez.
Thank you so much for having me. I am just excited to celebrate with you today. You know, I've been thinking about the holiday and what it means, and it is so much more than what happened on June 16th and Juneteenth that was granted by the government signing of the Emancipation Proclamation. It's a story of what's already been claimed, because freedom is a right, not a privilege to be granted by the government. And Black people have continuously claimed their freedom and leading the way and not waiting for governments or institutions. Over 500,000 formerly enslaved people freed themselves by running to Union lines. And after slavery with Jim Crow laws, Black Americans claimed for themselves their voting rights. And now we have these dog whistles harkening back to restricting voting, hostility for diversity, equity, and inclusion. So what do we do as a community? What do we do as elected leaders? We follow the legacy. We follow the leadership of the Black Americans on this stage and in this crowd. And we hold the line, and we claim progress, equity, and moving forward. Thank you for having me.
Your Lieutenant Governor, Sarah Rodriguez. And I'd like to also introduce you to someone who was just appointed by Governor Evers this past March. Please welcome Wisconsin Secretary of State, Sarah Godlewski.
Hello, Milwaukee! Happy Juneteenth! really brief. You know, today we celebrate, we eat good food, we drink, we remember this day. But we also recognize that in the Constitution it says we the people. And we still have a long ways to go when it comes to equity. Wisconsin's the third worst state when it comes to black home ownership. There are unimaginable barriers to black communities with voting. And so while today we have a good time and we really enjoy and recognize the importance of today, tomorrow we fight, because diversity, equity, inclusion matters. It matters to make sure we have a voice at the table and that we're truly able to be we the people that this country was founded in at the end of the day. So thank you so much for having me. Thanks for celebrating, and happy Juneteenth.
Thank you, Secretary of State Godlewski. And now I'd like to bring to the stage Kalen Haywood, the second state representative. He is going to introduce other representatives who are in attendance here today. Kalen?
Thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy Juneteenth. Come on, y'all. So I'm going to invite all my Democratic colleagues from the State Assembly and State Senate to come up with me. With me, I have our Wisconsin Legislative Black Caucus Chairwoman, Dora Drake. To my right is my colleague who I share our border districts with. So right now we are standing in the sensational 16th district, but across the street is the 10th. So this is Darren Master from the 10th. And then Representative Supreme Moore Mukunda. All right. So yeah, we are your state representatives in Madison. We are working every single day. You know, the Congresswoman spoke on it earlier, but there are people nationally fighting to work against us, but there are people who are here in our state who are calling to work around diversity, equity, and inclusion and leveling the playing field, woke extremism. And that's just far from the truth. But we are working every single day to make sure we advocate for you all, fight for you all, and still push policies and resources back to the city that we so need. So I will be quick. On Wednesday, we are passing a resolution in the Capitol to honor Juneteenth. We want to honor the work that's happened, the importance of the holiday, the importance of the work black people have put into this country, into the state. But also we want to honor the folks who have made this Juneteenth celebration a thing and made it happen for the last 52 years. So congratulations to those folks who put this work in. And now I have a chant for you all, so repeat after me. I will educate. I will fight. I will be engaged. I will vote. I will stay engaged. We will win. Thank you.
Thank you to our Wisconsin state representatives. And before we go further, I did want to recognize some special people who are here on the stage with us today. We have the Brewers Community Foundation, Miss Cecilia Gore. They do so much good in this community. We thank you so much. Also, I see Chief Judge Carl Ashley, if you would stand and wave. Thelma Sias, one of our favorites. She's here. And I know you guys can give this man a nice jump in the stands type of welcome. Former Green Bay Packer Antonio Freeman, number 86, is in the house. So good to see you all. Thank you for being here. As we continue on, want to now bring to the stage Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley, who made history in 2020 by becoming the first African-American and youngest person ever elected as Milwaukee County Executive.
Let's see what time it is. Good morning, everybody. Y'all doing all right? Man, y'all looking good out there. Happy Freedom Day, everyone. So I'm not gonna hold y'all too long because I know that y'all wanna really enjoy the festivities that are out here. Because when you think about Juneteenth, it's a time where we recognize our history. And this is the real history of the United States. But more importantly, when we think about Juneteenth, it's a time for folks who ain't never been down here on Martin Luther King Drive to come experience fellowship, to come experience some music and great company. So let's make sure that we take this moment and we bottle it up and show everybody how good we can party on this day. Because this is about showing folks that Milwaukee got it. Because I keep hearing everybody talk about, well, Milwaukee ain't got the largest one. We sure do got it. And if you ain't never been down here, I challenge anyone across this country to come celebrate with us. Because we got it all. And before I leave, I want to say thank you. Thank you to the people, but more importantly, thank you to the people I do this work with on an everyday basis. Behind me, I got Chairwoman Marcelia Nicholson. Just want to say thank you. Out there, I see board supervisors, can you wave your hand? Because this work that we're doing in Milwaukee County, we're not doing it alone, we're doing it in partnership. And we do it because you are holding us accountable every single day. So without further ado, happy Freedom Day, happy Juneteenth Day, everyone, and enjoy your afternoon.
Thank you so much, Milwaukee County Executive David Crawley. And he is a proud product of Milwaukee's 53206 zip code. So many times you hear all the negative statistics, but he is an example that it's not where you come from. It really is what you know in your mind that you can do and you can be. And so everyone should be inspired by that alone. Speaking of zip code 53206, this young lady was raised there as well, and she is the first African-American chairwoman to serve in front of the Milwaukee County Supervisors, and I am happy to bring her to the stage right now, Miss Marcelia Nicholson.
Thank you so much. Good morning. Can we give our county executive another round of applause? That's my partner in crime. Where you go? That's my partner in crime. Every year, this event gets bigger and bigger. I've been coming here since I was a little girl, and it gets bigger and bigger. That's thanks to all of you, so give yourselves a round of applause. I want to take a moment, and they're in the crowd. I don't know if they can make their ways up here, but I served with some incredible colleagues on the Milwaukee County Board of Supervisors. I saw Saquana Taylor, 5th District Supervisor. I saw Patty Logston, 9th District, Kathleen Vincent, 11th District, Caroline Gomez-Tom, 14th. We have Peter Bergelis from the 15th, and we have Priscilla Cox from the 13th, and Steve Taylor from the 17th District. Can we give them a round of applause, please? Since declaring racism a public health crisis in 2019, we on the County Board of Supervisors have been committed to making sure you have the services, the tools, and the resources our community needs to thrive. We are important, we are special, and we matter. And we want to make sure that we're leading with that lens on equity, so we're providing for you what you need, what is specific to our community, what you need to thrive. Our colleagues look different, right? We're all different. We come from different places. We believe in different things. But one thing we all believe in is advancing equity for every single person, regardless of where you come from, regardless of what you look like. And I want to leave with this. We are only as strong as our weakest link. So when we leave today, this celebration, let's remember to uplift one another, lean on one another, and make our community stronger every single day. Thank you all for being here today.
Milwaukee, when I say June, you say teeth. June, June. When I say June, you say teeth. June, June. All right, I love y'all.
All right, we just gotta leave y'all with one quote. Don't talk about the county people. When I say it, you repeat it back. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. Y'all ain't saying it like y'all meet them. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Thank you.
Thank you to all of our Milwaukee County Supervisors. We now would like to bring Milwaukee's Mayor, Cavalier Johnson, to the stage. Another history maker. He became the first African-American elected mayor of Milwaukee and the second to serve. Something you should be proud of, sir.
Thank you. I am. You see this crowd out here today. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. You know what? This celebration, this is the true face of Milwaukee. Am I right? This is what Milwaukee is really all about. And this celebration, over the years, is growing bigger and bigger and bigger. The number of vendors keeps growing. The number of participants keeps on growing. The number of people coming down to celebrate and understand the history behind Juneteenth just keeps on growing. So it's incumbent upon all of us on this stage, and all of us who are enjoying the festivities today, to work to make sure that we continue to make sure that that education is out there for all to know, for all to appreciate, and for everybody to cherish. And I'm going to practice being good, being brief, and being gone with a gift. So on behalf of the city of Milwaukee, you heard Andrea talk about the zones that are throughout Juneteenth today. And on behalf of the city of Milwaukee, we have sponsored the Kids Zone. So I'm going to ask Tony Kearney to come up to the stage right quick. I'm going to pass him a check from the city of Milwaukee sponsoring the Kids Zone here at Juneteenth for $25,000.
We get a vote for every picture, right?
I hope we have a safe run this summer for our kids. We gotta have new locations on each corner for our babies. Miss Andrea Williams.
This young man right here was my alderman, but when he wanted to get into office, he said, "Tony, I really want you to support me." So I took him down to Lamar Franklin's bar and twisted a few arms. You see what we got out of it, right? Young people are our future. So when he started out trying to get into office, this is what we got. Governor Edens, they're coming after you next. So, with that said, I'm going to give it back to the mayor.
I'm all done. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate you so much. Happy Juneteenth, everybody.
Thank you so much, Mayor. I'd like to bring two individuals to the stage at this time. One has a history of service on both city and state levels, and his family's name runs deep in this city. We've got City Treasurer Spencer Coggs, and also I'd like to bring to the stage City Attorney Tierman Spencer.
It's befitting that I pass the mic over to Spencer.
Because I'm the senior Spencer, I give it to the juniors.
Thank you, sir. In the dojo, I would do this too. So, listen, I want to say thank you all for being here. And it's not just an honor, but a privilege to be among all of these firsts. And we didn't talk about the first black congresswoman, first treasurer, first black city attorney. So we didn't get here by accident. We got here because of you. So I'm going to continue to ask all our brothers and sisters, whether you're white, black, or whatever your race is, you stand in because you ask for the change, you vote for the change. Let's insist upon making Milwaukee what we want Milwaukee to be. And we can't do it unless we have your support, your continued support. So we're here, and we're going to continue to be here to be reelected. We want you to be there to speak our voice and let us know we are still fighting for the change that we stood out for. So thank you all. Remember, all of us are first. Sometime or another, so are you. But our voice is your voice. What you want for Milwaukee is what we fight for. Let us continue to fight. Senior.
Wait a minute, let's not let this slide by. This Spencer has just told you that he's the first black city attorney in the city of Milwaukee. Give that a round of applause. And this Spencer is the first black city treasurer of the city of Milwaukee. So we greet you. look in front of me. You see the beauty of Milwaukee. Give this court a round of applause. Okay, now, this 52nd Juneteenth celebration is beautiful. You all look beautiful. I was at the first one. I was about this big, no. But I remember the first, and the theme of this particular Juneteenth celebration is, I am Juneteenth. Say that. I am Juneteenth. Say it. I am Juneteenth. And that is right. All of these people you see in front of you are Juneteenth. And I want you to celebrate. I want you to have a great time. I want you to eat as much food as you want. I want you to vend with the vendors. I want you to eat with the eaters. And I want you to have a safe Juneteenth. So once again, say, I am Juneteenth. Say, I am Juneteenth. Say, I am Juneteenth. I am Juneteenth. Celebrate.
Thank you.
All kind of history sitting on this stage today. Would you agree? And with that said, I'd like to recognize another history maker, Alderman Sean Lowe, who's the first Black alderman of Wauwatosa. Yes. And moving right along, I'd like to bring the alderwoman of this great district to the stage. Give her a warm welcome because she's got that last name Cogs that I said runs deep in this city, and you see it on this stage today. Alderwoman Malele A. Cogs.
Good afternoon. We are here to celebrate the 52nd annual Juneteenth Day. I know we got more energy than that. Let's try it again. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right. Happy Juneteenth. I want to first say thank you to Northcott and all of the sponsors for making today possible. You know, the city of Milwaukee oftentimes makes national headlines in surveys and whatnot, talking about being the worst for Black people, right? We've read those headlines, right? But yet we are standing in one of the oldest and largest celebrations for people of African descent in this nation. It's funny how the two things could coexist. How legislatively and quality of life-wise, by so many socioeconomic statuses, we can be seen as the worst for us. But when it comes to celebrations and recognition of our history and past, we are able to have some of the best celebrations in the nation. Yes, yes. When I woke up this morning and thought about what to say, I thought about one thing. I want us to win. And what is winning? Winning is on today, on this Juneteenth, as we celebrate freedom, we shouldn't be just celebrating freedom. To win is to actually be free. Yes. And in being free, yes, a lot of times you hear from us politicians about voting. Yeah, that's a piece of it. But it's the taking those shackles off your mind, off your words, off your deeds, and off of how you operate in this society, your family, and the community every single day. If we can have one of the biggest celebrations in the nation, we can have the biggest turnaround in the nation. If today we are considered the worst, tomorrow let's work towards being the best. And while we as elected officials have a charge from each of you to work every day to make that happen, we cannot do it alone. The power that each of us has is wrapped up in you. So my hope for you all today is to reflect on the great strong shoulders that we stand on and all that our ancestors went through to get us here. To celebrate, have fun, and do all of that. But tomorrow, be ready to work. Be ready to work so that we can one day say, the struggle ain't continuing, the struggle is over. And so that we can one day say, we're not celebrating being told we're free, we're celebrating actually being free. The last thing I want to say is stay up, stay woke, stay knowledgeable about all the legislation, votes, and things that are being done at every level of government that affect your community, your life, and your people. At this time, I would like to give a citation to Northcott, but I would ask that my colleagues at the city please come forward. President Jose Perez from the 12th Automatic District, Alderwoman Andrea Pratt from the 1st District, Alderman Mark Chambers from the 2nd District, Alderman Lamont Westmoreland from the 5th District. I saw Alderman Russell Stamper from the 15th. I think that's, come on up, Russ. And I know Alderman Rainey was with us in the parade. You know, there's been a lot of elections over the last several months. I am proud to say we are finally at full speed at 15 members at the council. And it's one of the most diverse councils we've ever had, with 7 African Americans and 2 Latinos. With that, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but whereas Juneteenth Day is an essential event in Milwaukee and fulfills the mission of Northcott Neighborhood House by providing programs for the neighborhood, the community, and local youth, now therefore be it resolved that the Common Council of the City of Milwaukee herewith recognizes Northcott Neighborhood House for its sponsorship of the 52nd annual Juneteenth Day celebration in the City of Milwaukee, and wishes the organization continued success in fulfilling its mission, and be it further resolved that a suitably engrossed copy of the resolution be presented to Tony Courtney, Executive Director of Northcott Neighborhood House and Juneteenth Planning Committee, introduced by the Common Council of the City of Milwaukee. Thank you, Tony, for all your work. Can some of y'all come around? Happy Juneteenth, everybody.
Thank you so much to our Milwaukee Common Council members. And as we wrap things up, wanted to bring back to the stage Mr. Tony Kearney, Executive Director of Northcott, as well as Juneteenth Director Elizabeth Coggs. There's that Coggs name again. And they have that special presentation for us.
I am Juneteenth, everybody, and welcome. We are so honored to have everyone here with us. But we would like to take not only a moment, but just time to honor and bring forth our Grand Marshals, Milwaukee County Sheriff Danita Ball, and Milwaukee Police Chief Jeffrey Norman. Let's give them a round of applause. And as you see, they have started a new tradition with the Juneteenth stole. That's new for our Grand Marshals. So we wanted to present them a certificate saying how much we appreciate them, the work that you all do in keeping us all safe, and that we love you. All right. And we see not just the police, but we see community. And that's what it's all about, because we're in this together. Let's give them a round of applause.
Hold it steady.
Would you all like to have a few words? Okay, I wasn't here.
Thank you so much. And that is going to conclude our opening ceremonies as we kick off the 52nd annual Juneteenth celebration, one of the longest running and largest in the country. As you keep that in mind, please remember what today is all about: honoring our ancestors and freedom. Have a great day, and thank you for watching TMJ4 News. Have a great day, and thank you for watching TMJ4 News.
Andrea Williams, thank you for handling the opening ceremony at the 52nd annual Juneteenth celebration in the city of Milwaukee. I'm Steve Shamraz with Shannon Sims, Frank Cumberbatch, Mac Weddle. We are at the tail end of this year's parade.
And today has been a fantastic day and a great example of community. We just want to thank you for staying with us over the last few hours to enjoy what it is to be. And I am Juneteenth.
Frank and Mac, jump ball. What does it mean to you that after 52 years, this is what Juneteenth in Milwaukee looks like?
Well, I just want to say thank you to TMJ4 for having me for a second year. It was an honor. It was an outstanding success. It means we are on to 53. It means we have the best, the longest running, and I am so proud to represent Bader Philanthropies and be a part of this historic event today. Thank you.
You know, to me, being in the Harambe community, and Harambe is a Swahili word that means people pulling together. And this is exactly what we're doing. We're pulling ourselves together. Happy Juneteenth, everyone.
Yes.
Said it best.
Happy Juneteenth, indeed. We're gonna stay with the parade coverage just a couple more minutes, eating into the first few minutes of TMJ4 News at noon. We want to give everybody who showed up and showed out today their chance to appear on camera, which is why during the opening ceremony we just pushed it down to the corner of the screen so you could still see everybody rolling on by. We got the Cowboys here. The Cowboys are always a part of the parade.
Brew City Cowboys. Matt Kersey is the president of Brew City Cowboys.
The Buffalo Soldiers.
Buffalo Soldiers, Black Cowboys.
Yep, that's right.
It's a great way to see the way this young man is handling this horse.
I could ride that little horse.
We need to get you a ladder to get up there, man. This is the part of the parade where people just kind of show up and jump in and tag on at the end because they know the party's at the end of the block.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And why not be a part of the parade as you make your way down to the party?
And why not get on camera if you can?
That's right.
Absolutely.
And these billboards here marking the end of this year's Juneteenth parade. Again, this has grown into something phenomenal in the 5 decades.
Yes,
Mac.
it has. It really has. It's getting bigger and better, you know, and just more love.
And
well, we want to thank you for staying with us.
We want to thank you at home for watching, and we want to thank this community for allowing us to be a part of this celebration for the 3rd year in a row. That does it for our coverage of the 52nd annual Juneteenth parade on TMJ4. We're going to step away for a break. When we come back,
yes, the TMJ4 News at noon, a little noon, maybe 10, will be joining us. Susan Kim will continue from here at Concordia and MLK Drive.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.